this match is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Always a pleasure to sit alongside you in the commentary box.
Thanks, Ali. We're to go down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
Not a surprise, that decision. It looks like there'll be plenty for the bowlers on this pitch if they can keep their line and length. If they don't, the batters will more than likely punish them.
Make the batter's life difficult.
Here we go, coming in for the first ball.
Lovely covered on, straight to the edge of the cover field. That'll be a dead ball. Does very well to quickly get across to this one.
Got to be looking towards 200.
Alright guys, let me know if you guys can hear the commentary or not.
Cloths there, Mitchell Marsh tracking back, takes it
wicket.
over the right shoulder. It's an unhappy day for Devon Conway. Lean run of form continues and it smiles all round for Australia.
Well, it's not an easy shot when you're trying to hit Hazley over mid-off and back.
Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the capital.
Just seemed away a fraction, he got it and scooped it, bat spun a bit, he knew it straight away. Mitch Marsh was basically mid-off and mid-on fielding on the rope, not on the rope but on the inner circle there, so pretty easy catch there for Mitch Marsh, and once again an early strike there for Australia. Devon Conway on his way. Only faced 2 balls without scoring, 7 for 1.
Been the star of the series so far for New Zealand, Tim Robinson. Average of 38.4, that best 106 just Wednesday of this week. The reason he's out in the middle is because of this. I think that is just trademark Josh Hazlewood.
I don't don't think you needed to try and hit that in the air. I mean, that back of the leg there, it looked like he was just trying to really hit it up and get it in the air. I can't see any reason why he didn't try and keep it on the ground and hit it for 4 and let the ball get wet into the boundary. I think sometimes they try and hit him over the top. It's hard. Here he is. Xavier Bartlett's going to open the bowling.
All right, thank you for the like, guys.
He'll enjoy these conditions, Frankie. This pitch is a bit like the Gabba pitch where he plays up in the BBL for the Brisbane Heat. And he's got that ability to get that extra bounce. He comes from a high action, he hits the seam. I thought Abbott might open the bottom because he does swing it more than Xavier Bartlett. But that very high action, high on the bat, and just straightening up. That won't be easy, you know, for Seifert or Robinson out there tonight. If Seifert tries to get him down the wicket and hit him over mid-off, that will be a tough shot.
The light conditions, the early season conditions here, with the surface as it is, the Paramahoe clay, it's the bouncier clay of New Zealand, keeps that nice grass coverage on it, and that essentially gives it some pace, gives it some life, some bounce. And I actually think from being undercover for a couple of days, there's been a little bit of grass growth.
Right.
So you actually, it's not that it's just been rolled in. You've actually got live
Guys,
grass
let me know if
growing
you
on
guys
it.
can
And
hear
anytime you turn up
the
and you're a
commentary.
6 foot plus bowler, a little bit of green, live grass, cool sky. I think you're excited, aren't you?
Just out there was down the leg side. He normally bowls the back, but he doesn't. Very rarely pitches the ball up. I reckon he might have just slipped on the crease there. We saw the sawdust out there, so it's a little tough conditions for the bowling as well. But predominantly, most batsmen back in Australia play Bartlett off the back foot, because you can get inside, you can flick it through the leg side. Very hard to hit him over mid-off and through colour, because he bowls that back of a length. He's got the field set at fine leg and also at third man. But the key is to try and work him through that back foot.
Oh, look at the shape on that occasion. Nice piece of timing. Tim Robinson gets himself off the mark.
That's good batting. You know, that's just waiting for the bad ball and putting it away without missing out on it. Good balance through the leg side and just easing it through the leg side. That's what you've got to do early on when you're not sure about the conditions.
Absolutely. It's just good batting. It is a big field here at Bay Oval, equal biggest in New Zealand. So there is always acres of space to be using. I'll squeeze him up on that occasion.
Well, Robinson, didn't he look good
Thank
the
you
other
for the
night?
like,
That
guys.
106 off 66 deliveries. He hit 6 4s and 5 6s.
If you guys
But
would
he
like
gave
to
himself a bit of
subscribe
time.
and
He didn't
share,
come out, he
please.
didn't try and run down the wicket. He didn't try to hit the ball in the air early on. Like he's doing here tonight. With these conditions, you can still keep the ball on the ground and score at a good clip. You don't have to always hit the ball in the air, especially when you're up against Bartlett and Hazelwood. Just a little bit of light rain at the moment, but nothing too stressful for the umpires.
So far, Australia is doing pretty good.
Very tidy over to start for Bartlett. As the 4 runs coming from it, it's 11 for 1.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Be the first to bring the 4 home today. Time to save the planet.
We're ready.
It's certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
What time is it?
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
Oh, it's not what you want to see, is it? The rain coming in once again. Hopefully just a passing shower, but the players are heading off the field.
They're stopping the game
Too great
again,
a hurry, to
boy.
be fair.
Well,
That's
I tell you what,
crazy.
I was amazed that the umpires actually did that straight away because I think it was a little bit of rain, but it didn't
So
look
they're
that
stopping
heavy.
the game again.
I just wondered if it was just a passing shower. The rain at the moment is coming fantastic. Put it that way. I thought that would be enough for them to stay out there.
It was just a quick conversation, wasn't it, to say
So
that
hopefully they will start the game again.
this rain is coming down. It's got a little
the
bit
rain is
heavier.
coming
That's enough
down,
for
so-
us. Maybe it is a discussion that they have had with the ground staff earlier, the fact that there has been so much rain around. The ground
Until
has
then,
obviously had to
we'll
deal
play
with
our
quite
game
a lot, and so if there is that
and
passing
see
shower, just the ability to get players
if
off
the game
quickly.
will start again.
Knowing the ground staff, they will be glued to the rain radar. There is expected to be a little shower from time to time pass through over the next couple of hours, but largely on the whole, it looked as though things were going to be reasonably dry. And so maybe it's just the communication that, yes, this is one of those passing showers. Let's get the covers on.
Obviously the way to go.
Take good care of the strip in the middle, and then hopefully it's just a short break.
60 advice.
Hopefully they will start pretty quick.
Get off there, take that cash pace and middle wickets again. That's one way it's gone from done. There's the first 2 wicket deliveries of this little series. It's such a shame because this series is a good one. It sets up nicely. It's in a great area, good part of New Zealand here. That Wanganui, Australia winning the toss from
This play
Mitch
for
Marsh,
two
making the ball first. Well, there's not much in the innings so
It's
far.
11
A
for
couple
1
of
for him,
overs.
but
That was a good shot.
let's see how it goes.
Got too excited. Lost his
He's gonna
balance,
start
but got enough
again,
bat on
right?
and went over the rope
Until then,
and then over the fence.
we'll stick to
Six,
our
but that was
game.
the wicket. Mitch Marsh, an easy catch there. And that was Conway. Gone for a duck, only faced 2 deliveries. Hazel just the one over. Xavier Bartlett opening the bowling for Australia. Sean Abbott into the side, replacing Ben Dorsius. Looks like they've just rested him. Handy start for Australia so far, with the Kiwis losing 1 wicket, 11 runs on the board.
It's the only thing I think that makes you feel angrier after being dismissed as a batter. Even Conway's had a
For nothing.
Hey guys, we're just waiting for the game to start again. It's raining again, so we'll see if they will start the game. Until then, we'll see if I can predict the outcome.
Oh, would you look at that straight drive, barreled straight into the stumps at the other end. That would have gone for 4 short.
Alright, that's good. Ooh. That's a 6. Why he's not moving? Man, Travis Head. That's good there.
Getting the next delivery right.
Should be only 1. Bruh. You see the other guy just standing behind him? He didn't even move. Oh, yeah.
Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment.
Rain is pretty heavy, looks like. I don't think they're gonna start the game anytime soon.
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
End of the fourth over. Australia are now 32 for none.
2 for none.
Let's try somebody else.
Change of bowling now. The fast bowler comes into the attack.
Guys, jump into the chat. go.
Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though.
This is really it, Charlie. Okay. Frankie's name was man. Right, a good piece of that whole family.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Too straight, punch through the leg side.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire that.
I didn't run.
Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Doesn't beat the infield.
I need a wicket. Let's see if we can do this. I'm gonna try to keep a little up.
Perfect
And
time.
that's what he does. Where's the back that didn't even move?
Bowling, sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot
He
shot.
can see
No point
the
chasing
ball
it.
coming straight in.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot.
Just one run.
Into the 5th over. Australia are now 41
These two
for
enjoy
none.
batting together, and it shows. They've used the pace off the ball and bludgeoned it when needed.
Duffy from the grandstand.
Catch it. Let's go. Finally, Marsh. Looks like they're taking the covers off.
You'd like to think there's not too much of a delay. You'd like to think that the ground's in really good order. This is the new grounds in the country. It's just been a light show. You'd like to think that it's a pretty quick turnaround.
Well, also I think for New Zealand too, that you won't lose too many overs. Because Australia lost the wicket and they left the run on 2 overs, so you want to make sure that you've got a fair few more overs so you can set a decent target. But you're right, looks like the rain has just nearly stopped, and the umpires will be saying to the groundsman, look, how long do you need to get the ground up and running? I would have thought it'd only take about 10 or 15 minutes at least, not even that.
Hopefully they'll start like in a few minutes.
Tirelessly out there at the start. And it's great. It's a good crowd in here tonight as well. You know, full credit. I mean, it would have been a really good series if the weather was a lot better here at Bay Oval. School holidays, 3 games in the one area, good festival, good atmosphere, and hopefully get the game up and running because
Let's
there's
go,
so
bro.
many people
That is gone
packed
too.
in on the hill. Yeah, it's going to need to wet weather here, but they've rubbed it up. It's around 16 degrees up there, Frank.
I'm just waiting for the game to start.
You know, more people on the hill, warmer against, they say.
Put the commentary up too.
Exactly, just huddle together for warmth. That's exactly right. Oh, I like to see that. Up in the north, the Canterbury cricket shirt, back when it was the Shell Cup.
Travis Head on his way back to the pavilion.
But I also like to think that the crowd's coming like this. This is good local knowledge. It's good signs that they think, yeah, there's a little bit of weather around. But actually, I think it's just going to pass through. So I like to back the local knowledge in here.
Well, it's a good start to the summer, isn't it? I know that this is the Chapel Family series against Australia, and then England are here as well. So, you know, it's really the start of
Umpires
summer.
are on
It's a
the
little bit
field.
earlier.
They're just checking if they can bring the players out.
Why was the scheduling this way? Because Australia got to get back and play India. They play India
Man,
in
this
some
rain is
one-day
annoying.
international, T20 internationals back in Australia, and then they head straight into the Ashes. After England finish here, they go to Australia. So it's an early start to the summer, but it's going to be another very, very good one.
Yeah, it's an exciting one. I don't mind an early start to the summer.
Guys, you can hear the commentary, right?
It's the same. The earlier we get out of
somebody
rugby
can just
season
let me know
and
in the
cricket
chat.
season, the better. This is the England series coming up a little bit later in the summer, still in October. It starts New Zealand England. It'll start off the first two matches Hagley Oval, Okatahi, and then moves to Eden Park. All of those 7 o'clock starts.
Australia are now on 46 for 2.
To go along with the T20 Internationals, there's 3 ODIs in England too.
Yeah, it's good that one-day international cricket has sort of been played a lot as well. We're seeing that in Australia with Australia playing South Africa, playing during ODI cricket. A lot of people were sort of saying, oh, you know, is one-day international 50-over cricket sort of dead and buried? But it's good that ODI cricket is back. I know there's a T20 World Cup next year in India and Sri Lanka, but it's always good to see the 50-over game.
Yeah, excellent. Very exciting. The look of the summer so far. Someone who's always full of excitement is Mark Richardson, and we've sent him down pitchside.
How you going? Down out. Yeah, it is wet. It's been well, it's been raining. They'll run the little heater. They'll run the rope across this, and it'll hopefully just flick it up. But it's not exactly drying conditions. It is very cold. Look, you want the players out here. There's a decent crowd out here. There's quite a cool little actually buzz around the ground, which is so pleasing that people come out in these conditions. You want to give the players every opportunity to play good cricket. So you don't want them bowling with a piece of soap. You don't want because you want to keep it at international standards. So that's the challenge. But there's no issues with in terms of the condition of the outfield in terms of being soft. But the rain hasn't caused any issues there. It's just obviously now. They started with a dry ball. It's only going to run across the ground a couple of times, and then it's going to be very wet. But players nowadays, I think, they're quite adept at actually dealing with a ball of that nature, because quite often these type of day-night games, it might be beautiful in the day, and it's a nice dry night, but then you get the dew and the condensation. So they're used to bowling with wet balls. So I think it's just a case of whether it's safe enough for players to come charging in. And don't forget that for both these sides, they're already been hit by injuries, and they don't want someone to roll an ankle, slide over, do a hammy, or anything like that. So they want to make sure at this time of the season, because they're all building towards a World Cup, and they don't want any more injuries. So that has to be considered. But I would like to, I think the players will be out here sooner than later. In fact, I've just been told that it'll be an 8 o'clock start. So that's about 5 minutes time from now. So that's good. There's no reduction to overs. I'm very good at taking stuff through this year, and then
in 5 minutes
communicating with you. Actually, it's quite a skill. It's taken me 20 years.
You can see the
to
players
build that
coming
skill.
in,
By
so
the way,
hopefully they will start the game.
to get down here
But they
outside,
didn't cut
I had
any
to go
overs,
through
so
the
they will
families
keep
room, and I've got to
exactly
say that the New Zealand team are
20
doing a
overs
fine
each.
job of repopulating the
We'll
world.
see.
And people my age, that's actually really important, because we need as many youngsters to fund our superannuation as possible. With an ageing New Zealand population, we need kids. And I just want to take the time now to thank the New Zealand cricketers for doing that, because they will be funding my retirement. Thank you very much. Back to you guys upstairs.
Well said, well said. Yeah, I'm with you, Rick. He always reminds me of that donkey out of Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore, where has that cloud over his head all the time when he's sitting in the corner with his big ears down. That's what I always think of Mark Richardson, like that. Eeyore the donkey.
It's probably one of the nicest things that's ever been said about Mark
Players are
Richardson.
coming
No
out.
wonder he got the
Hopefully
job
they'll start
out on the
anytime
ground.
soon.
Give us our weather update. But if you are watching at home in New Zealand, of course Saturday night, it is the Lotto night. And as the cricket is getting underway at 8 p.m, now we're back on the field, that Lotto draw at 8 p.m, that'll be on TV2 tonight. So if you want to see your numbers come up on the screen, become a millionaire, TV2 is where you need to be, but make sure you come back, catch the cricket after that.
Mark Richardson will be all over that. He said he had his Lotto ticket in his pocket, and he's racing off now.
He doesn't need it. No, he doesn't need Lotto. You've got to share the love around a little bit.
They said he works for free, so that does amaze me. No overs lost. That is a good sign in this T20 international. Third game, the last game in this series.
So the
Australia won
bowlers
the
are
first
warming
one. Rained off the second game, but we're back here tonight. So far, 2 overs done. 11 runs on the board, the loss of 1 wicket. Bartlett's bowled 1 over, and Hazel was bowled the other. So that's a good sign. No overs lost.
it's never much fun for batters. The on and off, on and off. You never feel like you get into your innings. But how did you find as a bowler? It's a little bit easier, you'd say, than the batters, but still not too much fun to have to warm up all the time.
Yeah, look, I agree. I think it's always difficult for batters, but you get yourself into some good rhythm. You're picking up the bounce, you're picking up the line. It's a day-night game. All those little things. From a bowling point of view, you're going back to the top of your mark. You're basically running in and just bowling that top of the length or the area that you want to do. It's more about a physical thing if you're bowling, making sure you're loose or trying to stay warm as much as you possibly can. That's why you see the bowlers getting out there early. I'm actually surprised. I know the bowlers get out there and bowl, but you don't see too many batters coming out and hitting a few up against the fence. Not that they probably need it, but that'd be just like golf. We're just waiting and just sort of hitting a few balls and getting into a bit of a rhythm. So that does surprise me. But you're doing your shadow batting up there in the change room, then you get out here and then you bang, you're into it. But it's T20 cricket, and you've got to expect that. The shorter form game, I think players are more in tune to sort of getting into their zone quite quickly.
Yeah, being able to chop and change. Always been the hardest thing as a batter in this situation is how much do you allow that concentration level to fall? How relaxed do you allow yourself to get? Because you're at a heightened state of concentration out there batting. You can't hold that for a long time. So it's how relaxed, how much do you allow yourself to unwind? Tim Seifert, he's a pretty cool, calm, collected character. I don't think we'll be too worried about it, but you always struggle to make sure that when you come back out for first ball that you are absolutely dialed in.
Well, they'll be a lot more relaxed knowing that they haven't lost any overs. If they've lost 2 or 3 overs or something like that, then it puts a bit of pressure on, because then you go, okay, well, we're really going to have to put the foot down here and set a target. But now that you've still got 18 overs to go, you feel a lot more at ease working out your strategy and what you're going to do.
Lovely cover, guys.
Yeah, you never want that happening as well when you've lost a wicket. Duckworth Lewis soon coming into play. They haven't got off to that rollicking start. If you start losing time, then don't end up with a favourable calculation out of that either. But good sign. 8 PM restart.
Well, even with Hazelwood and Bartlett bowling 1 over, I think Mitch Marsh might be tempted bowl one of them out 4 overs. Given, I think the bowl 1 more, definitely 2. And if it looks like they're taking a couple of wickets, they just might strike with Hazelwood and Bartlett early on. Might even think about bowling them out, given the fact there's some rain floating around, you might lose some overs. So that's always a strategy that comes into play as well.
I don't mind that line of thinking at all, especially if you've got the ball moving around up top. May as well use it while you've got it. At some point it will flatten out a bit. You've got plenty of bowling options in this lineup that they can utilise. So yeah, whether it is that little roll of the dice, you try and say maybe it is Xavier Bartlett, you say actually let's see how far through your spell you can get. I think you're still always tempted, especially with Hazelwood, that you want that 1 over.
Well, obviously, just to give you a bit of balance, but you definitely will be thinking, as you said, the quick bowlers that the ball's doing, but you've got Sean Abbott to come in next behind one of them, maybe even Marcus Stoinis. You want to get the most out of that new ball if it's sort of seaming around this pitch.
That was a lovely
Yeah, we can put some real pressure on, can't you? We saw game 1 of the series, New Zealand lost 3 wickets early, only 6 runs on the board. And you're just in recovery mode from there. You still have a guy coming out, Tim Robinson, scores a magnificent 100, but that only gets you to parity. And then you have the Australian team came out and played magnificently and were able to knock that total off very comfortably. So again, wickets so crucial if you are able to make those early inroads. Puts you so far ahead in the game. So why not? Why not use your big fast men to do it?
And you've got to look at the field as well when you're batting. You saw there Tim David's right on the ring or the boundary in a circle there, so he's not moving from there. So it's a decent hit if you want to try and clean it off. And then you've got mid on there with Mitch Marsh. He's a little bit wide, a little bit deeper as well. So they're prepared to give away singles, certainly in the power play. So you've got to be thinking about that when you're trying to hit these type of bowlers over the top. With that bit of extra steep bounce, it's not an easy shot.
Josh Hazelwood to get us started once again.
Alright,
Flies away, a second and carry.
oh,
Just
that was so
past
close.
A sprawling,
First
diving
ball after the
Alexander in
rain.
the deep.
Well, I don't reckon he picked it up off the bat straight away.
Alexander almost got
I
it.
thought there for a second that he was going to get to it.
No, That's a
Had
6.
someone down there a bit more athletic, like a Glenn Maxwell. I reckon he would have got that. It stayed in there a long time. It was right up the bottom of the bat for Robinson. I reckon he picked it up late. He got close to it, didn't he? Nearly got a finger on it. But I think it's cleared the rope. And that is a handy boundary for New Zealand.
It's the side of the ground I think that's going to get peppered tonight. Westerly blowing across the ground. He's got that length and a little touch of width outside the off stump. Robinson's just been happy to throw the hands at it, ball one. I think he's got a really good piece of that. And at first look, it looked like they'd be carried over the boundary rope.
Guys, who do you guys think is going to win? New Zealand or Australia?
Thank you. Boundary 6. Boundary 6.
Haven't had any sightings to get yourself started after the rain break. Into it straight away, Robinson. Oh, and almost chops one on. Excellent follow-up from Hazelwood.
I don't think we'll be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Well, that's a standard length from Hazelwood. Just a little bit straight, just outside off stump, sort of seaming back. The first one was well, not a warm-up delivery, but it was full and wide, and that's why Robertson freed his hands on it.
Over the infield with a cracking shot. Can't get that outside the ring field.
End of the night, Australia
Into the net. It's Robinson with flat hit hard. It's the second boundary of the over.
Gee, that's a great shot. Gee, he saw it early. You can see his backlift there, Robinson. He gets it up nice and high, his backlift early. Look at it there, and then bang. That's where he gets in position nice and easily. Back of a length shot there, delivery there from Hazelwood. But, gee, Robinson, he looks really good then coming off that 100.
is coming into the attack.
Come to that quickly, wasn't he? He's got such fast hands. It's Tim Robinson. He creates such power through the ball.
Swept away, but finds the fielder.
And that was the key to Robinson's batting when he scored the 100 in game 1. I think he didn't look for the ball. He just reacted to it and hitting the ball along the ground, not trying to, and keeping his head very, very still. You see a good batsman hitting, playing well. Most of the time when the bowler releases the ball, the head is very still and they just react to the length wherever it is.
You can tell that in form. It's 4 for 4 and they're prepared to leave one. Just let one go. Feels as though it really is that mode of see ball and react to it. That there isn't that level of premeditation needed yet. Understands there is a little bit of assistance there for the bowlers. And just backs himself, backs his technique. Get in good positions. He'll still be able to score regularly. And if he gets anything loose, he's into it. Onto it like a flash.
And while he's running hot, that's where Tim Seifert might just think, okay, I'm just going to give him a bit of the strike. He's an excellent hitter too, Tim Seifert, but at the moment, Robinson is looking really good.
More past the outside edge to finish. Tidy finish from Hazelwood. 10 runs coming from the over. It's 21 for 1.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Be the first to bring the 4 home today. Time to save the planet. We're ready. It's certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
What time is it? It's overtime!
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
It will be Xavier Bartlett to continue. Looked very threatening his first over. Just went for the 3 runs. Slip in place. Oh, and he's after it. Seifert. Could be a chance at the bowler's end, perhaps.
He's a wicket taker, Xavier Bartlett. He's taken 13 wickets at an economy rate of 7.3. That's from his just 8 T20 internationals. He's not an easy bowler to get away because he hits the seam and he's very steep. So he's got the ability to take wickets. That's what he's in the side for. He'll be fighting it out with Nathan Ellis, another quick bowler. Fighting out with Sean Abbott, Hazelwood and Pat Cummins for that spot in the World Cup.
Won't die wondering. Tim Seifert, he said last over, maybe it's the opportunity with Robinson being the hot hand through the series that maybe you can just get yourself down the other end. But there hasn't seemed to be any thought of that so far from Seifert. He's trying to lay into Bartlett here.
And I think Mitch Marsh has gone, you know what, this guy's just going, I'm going to change the field here. And that's exactly what he's done. So there's no one out on the offside. And I think that's where Adam Zampa has got to come up, 2 out on the leg side. What will Seifert do here? Will give himself some room and try and go over the offside.
Oh, he tried everything to go offside, gets the thick inside edge. Still says 4 in the book though.
Well, it's just about getting bat on it. I think that's what he's saying there to Robinson. He said, mate, I'm just trying to get bat on it. If I get bat on it, it should go somewhere. And the reason he played that shot is because there's no one out on the offside. So now it's the challenge for Bartlett now. He just tried to follow with it, push it through the leg side because he's got protection at deep mid wicket and fine leg. Hazelwood is at fine leg, so no change in the field. So I would have thought that Bartlett would want to keep it in tight, not give him any room outside that off stump.
Have some of that. Seifert puts that out of the ground.
Gee, that's a good shot. It always looks good when you hit it in the middle of the bat. If he hadn't missed it, it would have looked really ugly. But it's like a sweep shot there, a sweep slog. Wow. He just backed on the ball being where he wanted it to be, and it was. But at the point where he hit it, he was quite still. His head was in line with the ball. Didn't try and hit it too hard. It just flicked it through the leg side. Wonderful looking shot that.
Yeah, that's incredible, that is. Seifert gets into position early, head still, deposits it over the square leg boundary.
And this is where, as a bowler, if you have a go-to Yorker and you can bowl it at will, this is the ideal time to be bowling and closing out the over. You've got 2 deliveries left. You know the Yorker round about mid leg stump. You've got protection on the leg side if you don't get it right, but that will be the delivery you could go to at the moment when a batter's just swinging.
This tries to go pace soft. Yorker ends up full toss. Easy picking for Tim Seifert. He's gone 4-6-4 and he is flying now.
He didn't quite get it right, did he, Xavier Bartlett? I like the idea of it. He had the option of either going the length delivery or the quick delivery. He went for the slow one. Didn't come off this time. 1 delivery left in the over. It's been a good over so far. 14 from it. What will this delivery be?
It'll just be very sensible. On the hip, tucked away for a single. Seifert keeps the strike. 4 gone. It's 36 for 1.
Shooting apples. Oh! Don't worry, you know what will fix this? Your fireball blazing apple. What? I was wrong. It's not looking good. You know what? We should call your dad. Where's your dad? Woof. No. Are you really his father? New fireball blazing apple. A shot that never misses.
Okay, I'm gonna head out.
A couple of good overs for New Zealand just coming out of the rain break. Like they have hit their straps straight away.
Definitely on the cards. I know exactly where that person is. Mid-wicket would be fine. The question will be, can you catch it?
Oh, that's gone a long way. It's a tough one for Alex Carey behind the stumps.
It's still 4, and that's what New Zealand want. Just died, didn't it? Hit a dead patch on the pitch, and then it kept swinging. Watch it go late there when it passes the bat. Yeah, impossible there for Alex Carey.
Yeah, just a scrambled seam delivery, seams in, and then manages to stand the seam up from there, and then swings. Timing not quite there. Tim Seifert. I talked earlier how he would like a score. He'd like an innings against Australia. Good signs. He's moved on to his top score against Australia at T20 internationals so far.
Yeah, and you always need a bit of luck too when you're batting in the top order and it's a new ball and you're sort of trying to cash in on the power play. But it's when you get a good start, you got to make the most of it. He's 22 for 15 now. He's a few swing and misses and lucky shots, but he's away.
Oh, that is an absolute peach from Hazelwood.
Oh, they haven't given it out. Oh, there was a big noise there. They'll go upstairs for sure. Yeah, Mitch Marsh heard a big noise.
TV umpire to director, we have a review for court line. The on-field decision is not out. It is a fair delivery. Front on first, thank you. Okay, the ball's close to the bat. I'll need entry edge, please. Thank you. Coming up now. Okay, roll through. Thank you. There's a spike of the ball next to the bat. I'll go back on field. Sean, I'll get you to change your decision. Okay, you're on screen. You're on screen. Signal now.
Review system working perfectly there.
Oh, that just looked like regulation caught behind.
So now they're 41 for 2.
Felt there for an instant that Robinson was pointing to his arm or his sleeve. Anyway, 2 wickets now for Hazelwood. New Zealand 41 for 2.
Chapman in at number 4 for New Zealand. Good record in this format, best of 104 not out. The reason he's out in the middle is because of this brilliant piece of bowling from Hazelwood. Pace, bounce, shapes away, just shaves the outside edge. Easy as you like for Alex Carey behind the stumps.
Not easy for the batter or the umpire though. Yeah, a little outside edge straight through and carried nicely. So Mark Chapman to the wicket. Only lasted 1 ball in game 1. Got a horrible little down the leg side. You hate doing that. Tippled through to the keeper it was.
Yeah, he's on the march straight away. Like to see it from Australia. They've gone slip and gully for Mark Chapman straight away. Picked up 2 wickets earlier. They know how important picking up that 3rd wicket is. If you can do it in the power play, just put yourself so far ahead in the match. So far, Devon Conway, Tim Robinson, 2 players to go. Mark Chapman's survived the first ball today. And Tim Seifert looks like he's got himself off to a good start, but a lot of work still to do here for New Zealand and Australia at the moment with their strike bowler in action, piling the pressure on. Huge shout once again. Has it pitched in line?
Yeah, that was the only question. Also the height. Oh, the boys are saying I don't think over. They're having consultation. Mitch Marsh is under the pump. The go upstairs. If anything, it could be the height.
We have a review for LBW. The on-field decision is not out. It is a fair delivery. Front on first. Thank you. Just rock and roll that. Yeah, clear gap between bat and ball. Go to ball tracking when ready. Pitching in line, impact in line, wickets missing, back on field. Sean, I get to stay with your original not-out decision. Your on-screen signal now.
Great decision made by Sean Haig.
Well, it's always a tough one when you've got a newborn, he's 6'6" on a pitch that's got a bit of grass on it. It's always got to be the height was the issue. I thought the line was perfect. It swung back nicely, Chapman. Pitch middle. Hit in line, but just the bounce. It's always a bit bouncy, this pitch. So that was always going to be the question, but I think it's worth a review. You can see the fielders there on the offside. They're right in close on the single. They know that Chapman's not the guy that's going to nail it over the top. Just the one delivery left in this over, though.
Oh, past the outside edge once again. That is excellent from Josh Hazlewood. 41 for 2.
Well, a question for Mitch Marsh.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Be the first to bring the 4 home today. Time to save the planet.
We're ready.
Line him up, Johnny!
It's certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
What time is it? It's overtime!
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
Well, it's a successful start again for Josh Hazlewood. 2 for 17, 3 overs. He'll be put on ice for a while now, you'd imagine. Back into the attack a little later in proceedings. Sean Abbott will take up the attack from the Tauranga ends. Oh, on the pad. Was that drifting down? I think it was. Rick.
Good evening, Scotty. There's just enough in the surface that I think if you just stand there, you allow the bowlers to hit the pitch, find a length, you're going to struggle. But they're not interested in this, are they? No. Well, it looks, to the naked eye at least,
TV umpire to director, we have a review for LBW. The on-field decision is not out.
Burn
It is
through
a
another
fair
hit.
delivery. Front on first, please. Thank you. Ball passes close to the bat. We'll get Aldridge, please. Thank you. Roll through. There's a gap there. Gap between bat and ball. Keep rolling. Thank you. There's no bat involved. We'll go to ball tracking when ready. Thank you. Just building ball tracking.
Well, Sean Abbott knows. He's not wasting time. He knows that was a dud.
This game's going to finish late enough. Could they stop this nonsense?
Well, they're doing the reviews now, so
Thank goodness.
that's one thing done. Game now might finish at 2 a.m.
Who called that?
Coming up now. Pitching in line, impact outside.
It was a committee,
Go back on field.
and that's why you don't make decision by
Stay
committee.
with your original not out decision. You're on screen, signal now.
That's as bad as I've seen.
Seifert trying to hit everything, and he's trying to hit everything for 6. I mean, it's the Seifert way. Just hasn't found his timing, bar that one slog sweep that he dispatched over the pavilion, and a wee Brendan McCullum scooper to get him underway today. A lot of big swings, a lot of under edges.
I don't mind that little scoop in these conditions.
I love a scoop.
Yeah. Scoop of chips or ice cream?
More a savoury man. Dip a chip in an ice cream though.
No.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Kids do. That is as authoritarian as it gets. Bang!
This is a thing of beauty. Really is. I could watch that over and over again. I suspect Mark Chapman could as well.
People underestimate Mark Chapman's power hitting. He has classical shots, which he uses well, but people underestimate his power. And his power comes from his time. Well, he's got under that. And this would be a great catch. That is a beauty. Tim David, take a bow.
I thought no chance. I thought I'd give you no chance here. Up in the wind, under the lights, out of the dark night sky, greasy underfoot, wet ball, everything going against you, and you pull this off. That is superb. Really is. And then you also had to cushion it so it didn't bounce out when you landed. That is top class from Tim David. And that's done for Mark Chapman after hitting a beautiful four. He's gone for 4, 46 for 3.
That's Lee Raybon. He'll write for any publications that'll humor his conspiracies.
Put my name in an article.
That's what I do. He's rough around the edges. Now and again, he gets in over his head.
Pain is only temporary.
Until it ain't.
FX is the lowdown. Only Tuesdays on FX. Stream on.
And again early, Daryl Mitchell. 82nd match today, 1,500 runs. Very good average in T20 cricket. I think anything in the high 20s shows you know what you're about. Here's the shot from Chapman. He just climbed under it a little too much. But this catch from Tim David. And it's wonderful athleticism, great vision, and he looks like he fronts an Appalachian band as well. That's good. That's good. Let's just pull the length back. The ball do a little bit off this pitch, just enough.
A bit of juice in the surface. That's flowing through that. So often in New Zealand, the ball will go past the batsman quite high, but lob to the keeper. That's flowing.
Tight the Australians here. There's good pressure. It looks Carey got interested in that behind the stumps. Daryl Mitchell not so interested. 46 for 3.
Who wants to see a big explosion?
Now only on digital. Bring the Fantastic Four home today.
Nice.
Play them off.
Done now!
It's a jaw-dropping spectacle.
Oh yeah!
Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Hello, Johnny.
Jeez, I don't like when she does that. It's unsettling when people just appear.
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now only on digital.
Need a partnership, and they need it between these two. Mitchell's a partnership man. How often has he provided the impetus for the team? Not not just himself, but helping whoever it is at the other end develop their own score. Tim Seifert, he's been there 17 balls. He's been there long enough. He knows what he's about. He's only got one way to play. New Zealand had some moments in this power play, a couple of big overs, but at the first two, barring that shot from Seifert, only belonged to Australia, and it's Hazelwood again. It's an action replay on the other side of the field. The first wicket on Wednesday night, and Seifert clocked one straight to Mitch Marsh. That was an edge for Tim Robinson. And the third wicket to fall, that of Mark Chapman. It looked good just the shot before, punching one through cover. Hazelwood with a change of pace this time.
Yeah, it's a good single, and New Zealand need to pick up as many of those as they possibly can. As with the ball seaming round a little bit, players are going to get hit in the leg, the thigh pad, in the stomach, and there's always a chance for a single. Just get as many as you can. If it continues to go around, maybe 170, 180 could be a tough chase.
New Zealand's winning their boundaries off that good length. Hazelwood's was very good at just pulling that length back a little. Daryl Mitchell's very good at doing that. Doesn't matter what the length, Mitchell will stand and he will club you.
Where do you think he was originally trying to hit this? It backs off, clears that front leg, moving away from it. I think he always intended to hit it straight. That is quite a special shot there. Position himself to cross back a length ball straight down the ground. That is plan A coming off.
That sort of horizontal bat gives him option, doesn't it? It opens up that entire vector of the field.
Well, if it's wider, you can carve it.
That's right. Just tickles an edge down to third. And it gives you that sort of deep point right around.
If you can trust that the bowler is going to be taking the stumps out of place, so they've got to bang it in, good length, and there is some bounce in this pitch. So you probably trust that it's going over the top. But backing off, getting one side of the ball, I don't think it's a bad idea. Because if it does move a little bit, you probably it does its business, and then you readjust and you use your hand-eye.
Exactly like that. And that's another part of the field that gives you. That's the option. Opens up that offside. And it's a quarter of the pitch, essentially. A quarter of the field.
Tell you what, Scotty. Should be still playing. Planning and strategising. Understanding dynamics like that.
Well, he likes that shot, Tim Seifert. That's what he was trying to hit on Wednesday night, and just got it on the toe of the bat.
If you go down and play that straight, get closer to it, and it seems, you're going to have trouble. You lose sight of it.
Good follow-up, a little fuller this time from Hazelwood. 7 overs gone, 56 for 3.
At Chomps, we create snacks for people who are hungry to get the most out of life, who only accept the highest quality. Because real life demands real ingredients. We make snacks that don't take shortcuts. With grass-fed and finished beef, 0 sugar, and up to 12 grams of protein. When life challenges you, take bigger bites. Chomps, take bigger bites. Learn more at chomps.com.
Back in the double digits off that last over. They did it too. And Hazelwood's been bowled out here. Thought they would save them for a little bit later, but I think with their noses in front, Australia thought, well, if we can get one more, well and truly in charge. So they'll have to rethink the death of the game, that is. Well, that's a nice delivery. And Daryl Mitchell's a little perplexed, if not bamboozled by that.
Just a slow seamer. It just bowled it slower. So often a slower ball is you cut it, run your fingers down it, little off cutter, leg cutter, out the back. You just bob it slower.
Check to Chris Harris, 115. The speed on that. It's on pace, and Mitchell trying to back away and muscle it. Not express, is it? I mean, even Hazelwood, that last over was 2 3 137, so they're not the quickest bowlers going, but Hazelwood is such a good planner and strategiser. Sean Abbott has those variations. There's quite a difference too between facing 115 and 136, I imagine, when you're expecting the latter. Well, they're expecting that, and that's gone all the way. Seifert. That is a big blow from Tim Seifert. Should have bounced, to be sure, but still had to get hold of it all.
Might have had his heart in his mouth a little bit here because he's dragged it. I think the intent was to go over mid-off. And it hung in the air a wee while there for long on. Luckily, he got it just well enough. I don't think he intended to hit that into the onside.
That's a wide. Alex Carey's had his work cut out for him today behind the stumps. So a bonus ball here for Seifert. Oh, that is coming off. Flown over the top of the stumps. Seifert playing all round it.
Sharp work. Carey as well. Nipping, it's gone with pace. The ball before that, awkward, wide, bouncing thing. She had to try to get behind. I think this game's pretty tough on keepers. Because the ball just arrives at all different places, paces. Bouncing twice, 30th bounces.
Played away for a single. Final ball. No, one ball to come, of course, with the wide in there. Changes of pace. He's got to the slow ball 3 times in the over. Sean Abbott. But the length is played fairly similar. So he's bowled on a length, then that short ball. Back on a length again after that. Flipped away by Mitchell this time. That'll be another single to finish the over. 8 overs completed here. It is 66 for 3.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four. Be the first to bring the 4 home today. Time to save the planet. We're ready. It's certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
What time is it? It's Auburn time!
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
Guaranteed to be a great battle this. The figures speak for themselves, don't they? 106 matches now, Adam Zampa. Such a fixture in this Australian side.
Brilliant T20 performer. New Zealand will target him in these conditions.
It's not going to be turn for Adam Zampa. It's going to be variation. He's got that one that skids through. He doesn't mind dropping it short.
Hey, New Zealand, it's difficult against the seamers. There's some life there. Spinner. Conditions not really in his favour. New Zealand will see this as an opportunity to get the run rate projected total up, but you're going to have to do it against a tremendous performer in this form of the game.
Well, does he just rush one through a little on Seifert here? Pretty traditional there.
Well, it's good. You Seifert just shaping, maybe looking to get a little bit of width outside our stump. He threw in the wrong and cramped them up.
That's the control that's going to be tough for Adam Zampa here, isn't it? Because that's what he does well. Wet ball. Sam's been on the towel. That's the one he dragged short, asking Seifert to flat bat it.
He got away with that. That's the thing with this game, is often a pretty poor delivery like that can actually be a good ball, and one on a good length is a bad ball.
I don't think Adam Zampa sees it as a bad ball. I think he sees it as a genuine delivery. Just something he's got.
It's a different ball.
It's a different picture. Batter's not expecting it. Goes for a single, you win.
Well, it's a skill you need as a bowler, particularly a slow bowler in this game. If you bowled a good over, have that ball that you might drag down wide of off stump or spear into the leg stump, and you're happy for them to take one. Everything to crunch it out to deep point for one.
4 overs, still 4 balls gone on the over. He's gone for 3 runs. Adam Zampa's ahead of the game.
Yeah, tick, 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 as well as for the New Zealanders. They don't need to worry about this. They've got to be clever. They have to get them all off every over.
Shorter again. One has been punched down through mid-wicket. That'll be 4. Seifert was onto it quicker.
Yeah, good placement. Long on is fairly wide, and then you've got almost a straightish mid-wicket, so there wasn't much room out there. Just to split them perfectly.
And this is the thing about Zampa, that first shorter delivery he bowled at 86, that one he bowled at 95. So, similar delivery, the difference is in the pace of the delivery.
Catch it!
Next stays wide, but Seifert is all over that, and back-to-back boundaries to finish the over. 9 gone, 77 for 3.
Who wants to see a big explosion?
Now only on digital. Bring the Fantastic Four home today.
Nice. Play him off.
It's a jaw-dropping spectacle.
Hell yeah!
Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Oh, Johnny.
Jeez, I don't like when she does this. Unsettling when people just appear.
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
Time for some Marcus Stoinis. Now as Mitch Marsh makes yet another change. The 4 bowlers used so far. Bartlett and Abbott have got through a couple. Hazelwood's bowled out. Stoinis to Mitchell, and Mitchell edge gone. First ball.
Well, just a little gentle outswinger on a leg. I think Mitchell's eyes lit up. He just lost a bit of shape here. Right in the slot. He'll be gutted to nick that. Just tried to give it the kitchen sink. Lost a little bit of shape. Gets a little outside edge. Regulation wicket. And that's a shame for New Zealand. Mitchell, before he could really get started, gone for 9, 77 for 4.
Cantina chicken bowl with that slow roasted chicken and freshly prepared pico.
Thank you, sir. So what do 2 dudes do in LA for fun? Shout out Taco Bell for sponsoring the pod and for being my go-to source of protein.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. It's like macro magic.
Yeah, it's like macro magic. Todd.
Life is better
with options. Your investments could be too. With versatile trading products and global data, SIBO gives you the tools to trade in any market environment.
Hi, what brings you to Myrtle Beach?
I just needed to disconnect.
We just needed to reconnect.
We're celebrating 30 years together to the day. We're celebrating 30 days together today.
When you want to go to the beach, any reason is a good reason.
It's our first trip without the kids.
It's our first trip as a family.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The beach for any reason, any season. What brings you to the beach? Visit myrtlebeach.com.
Shooting apples. Oh! You know what'll fix that? New Fireball blazing apple. You know what? We should call your dad. Where's your dad? Woof. No. Are you really his father?
New Fireball blazing apple. Shoot it straight. Bay Oval because Daryl Mitchell has swung and he wishes he missed. He didn't. Got a big chunk of that. Alex Carey makes no mistake. Stoinis' his first ball of the match. Just moved away. A little bit off the seam. A little bit in the air. Just enough. Mitchell's feet were planted. He was looking to go big downtown. Instead, he's gone back to the pavilion.
Oh, he saw a nice, juicy, full delivery. I think he was thinking about hitting that one onto the train tracks.
Swell. New Zealand captain, of course, with Mitch Santner out of this series as he keeps recovering. Here is Hawkeye. And just have a look at the deviation. It's just enough, isn't it? It's not a lot. Any more than that, and it's a big old swing and a miss. On the charge is Bracewell. Second ball. Trying to get things going here. Well, New Zealand now 4 down, so that's problematic. Given the fact the batting lineup for this match is not as strong as it was in the first. And they should be coming next, followed by the 4 bowlers, Henry, Sears, Sodhi and Duffy. But Bracewell knows we need the runs, so we've got to keep going. That's the thinking.
I don't like that call. No run. Because you never looked at Bracewell, you'd know, and then he would run. And he nearly took off. Yes, no, wait.
You're a traditionalist, though.
The only calls in cricket.
Unclench your teeth. Jeez, the anger in this box. You've been on one today. First you were at Boogie Nights about this. You weren't happy with the stumps. They weren't even enough for you. You've been running a eugenics investigation in the family room. It's been all happening for you today.
Well, the stumps did upset me. But, I mean, it's so... How can you have the DRS if the stumps aren't even across the top?
This is the 128th over for Michael Stoinis and Marcus Stoinis in international T20s. And that's his very first maiden. And it's a wicket maiden at that. Congratulations to him. Halfway point, 77 for 4.
Who wants to see a big explosion?
Now only on digital. Bring the Fantastic Four home today.
Nice. Play him off.
Stunning now!
It's a jaw-dropping spectacle.
Yes! Hell yeah!
Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Hello, Johnny.
Jesus, I don't like when she does this. Unsettling when people just appear.
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
10 overs completed, 77 on the board. Make it to 180. Zampa to continue. First over went for 11. Cold hands. Not easy for a spinner. Cold conditions out there. I think it's too slippery at the moment for him. It's more about the warming up the hands, getting the fingers working through the ball. 3 up the leg side. They go 8-0, they're 155. 10 overs, 175. They're going to need at least 170. Frankie?
Yeah, it has that feel to it. There's definitely been a little bit more assistance for the bowlers tonight. So if they can put themselves in around that 170 mark, you'd have to say you're in the game. You've put yourself in a nice position.
Yeah, it looks like a new ball pitch, so if you're bowling with the new ball in the power play, you get a couple of wickets, you're right in the game. Just pushes that through a little bit quicker.
And it will be fascinating to see how Australia go about it in the chase. They've been all aggression, taking the game on, prepared to lose those early wickets and just keep going hard. Is this the kind of pitch where you can play like that, you can get away with it? It'll be fascinating to see.
You always need a little bit of luck early on in the power play with the new ball. Throws that up and will just be on the bounce to Tim David. Catch that he took earlier on, running back, grabbed it nicely, very good to dismiss Mark Chapman. Doesn't wear a hat that often, even if it's a day game. It's a good over here from Zampa. He got 3 runs from it. Straight down the ground. Should get 2. And come back. And they do indeed. That's good over though from Adam Zampa. Might have got a finger on that. No, might be hurting him. 11 done, 82 for 4.
Who wants to see a big explosion?
Now only on digital. Bring the Fantastic Four home today.
Nice. Play them off.
It's a jaw-dropping spectacle.
Hell yeah!
Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Oh, Johnny.
Jeez, I don't like when she does it. It's unsettling when people just appear.
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
Don't want to put your hand out, but you know you have to. Have a look at this from Adam Zampa. Tell you what, if I had gone onto the stumps, it was all over there. And Tim Seifert, I don't know why he's sort of not reacting and trying to get the bat back there, but that's a stinger. Looking for 2. Oh, they go the keeper's end. He could be in trouble. Wrong end. Might have been close. A direct hit, though. Wasn't much in it.
Finally scored a run off Marcus Stoinis. But I like the intent with the running. Lots of space to use. Put the percentages in your favour. He keeps the hot hand, Tim Seifert on strike. So far, Bracewell, he's struggled to get going. I just think he might be just trying to over-hit a little bit early in his innings.
Oh, that's wide. Really wide and 4. Yeah, he knew it straight away. That was Stoinis sort of following the batsman there. Didn't want to give him too much room, and in the end, just came out the hand and went way down the leg side, just swinging as well. Difficult one there for Alex Carey, no chance. It's a real balancing act here for Bracewell and Seifert. The 4 down, but you sort of need a partnership around, 12, 13, 14, 15 overs, and then you may go hard in the last 3. Whether if you go hard right now and you lose 2, then you're in real trouble.
Now Jimmy Nesherman next to number 7, but then you're into the bowlers, and yes, they can throw the willow around, but you're not expecting them to bat for a large portion of the innings.
Top edge, and that'll be a boundary. Hard to set a field to that. It's a good change up there from Stoinis. Bracewell just got enough on it.
Yeah, it's that little bit of luck that sometimes you need early in your innings. Swinging hard at that as Bracewell. Big top edge flies away. Make your own luck with those. Yeah, you feel as though this partnership's a really crucial one. They can bat till 15, maybe even 16 overs. They'll be in a really good position.
Marcus Stoinis into his 2nd over, really fighting for that all-rounder spot in the Australian lineup. Well, Cam Green is not in the side at the moment. Probably Sean Abbott he could be fighting for as well. Didn't play against the West Indies or South Africa in the T20 series. Decided that he wanted to play in England instead. Example, won't get that. Good placement. Well, a couple of good hits there from Bracewell. Just about the placement and the timing. It's been a bonus.
And good innovation shown by Michael Bracewell. A little bit of cat and mouse going on here. So far, it's New Zealand coming up trumps. 16 runs coming from the Stoinis over. Still a ball to come.
And a slow ball bouncer. Oh, he's giving it a wide. And Marcus Stoinis thought he got away with that.
Yeah, got pace off and his fear banged that in. But yep, I have to think that's a good decision. Overhead high, called and signalled wide. Now where does he go? That's the question. Some real pressure on Stoinis. 3rd comes up inside the circle. Deep mid wicket, drops back on the leg side boundary. Has to find a way out of this over.
Well, he finished it on a dot ball. 17 runs from the over. It's a very productive one for New Zealand. 12 done, 99 for 4.
Who wants to see a big explosion?
Now only on digital. Bring the Fantastic Four home today.
Nice. Flame off.
Johnny, now!
It's a jaw-dropping spectacle.
Hell yeah!
Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Hello, Johnny.
Jesus, I don't like when she does this. Unsettling when people just appear.
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now only on digital.
Well, there was a bit of rain around earlier on. At the toss of the coin. It was a delayed start, but the crowd have come in and been rewarded. So far, the rain has been kept at bay here. Bartlett now, replacing Zampa. See, they're still with the quicker deliveries. They were just seaming back nicely.
The batting team are now on 115 for 6. The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 8.
Yeah, gone a long way. Very challenging to play. You can see ball still shiny, still new. You can see the kookaburra on the side. There's that soft, slightly lush outfield. Ball is still in really good nick. So there is still movement there. Still some shape available.
Minoff goes back, and 3rd man comes up now. And that is out. Well, that was all about the position of the fielder there. Travis Head's pretty happy he's taken a catch. Dropped one the other night. And he brought the third man up. Mid-off went back, and then that forced the change of shot from Seifert, and he paddled it straight to Travis Head.
Yeah, you see the intent. Seifert, that's where he thought the space was. Whether he thought he was going to get the slower delivery with the player going back to long off. So all he can do, cloths it to Travis Head. A pretty special celebration to go along with it. Promising innings comes to an end for Tim Seifert. He's gone for 48 off just the 35 deliveries. New Zealand 99 for 5.
Cantina chicken bowl with that slow roasted chicken.
So what do two dudes do in LA for fun? Shout out to Taco Bell for being my go-to source of protein.
Life is better with options. Your investments could be too. With versatile trading products and global data, SIBO gives you the tools to trade in any market environment.
Well, this is a crucial time for New Zealand. Just to lose that wicket then, it sort of stalls that run rate. Jimmy Neesham, look at a lot of experience, no doubt about it. Strike rate of 150, so that'll be encouraging. He's got enough time here to get himself set. Doesn't have to go straight away. Plenty of overs left for him to get his eye in. And Mitch Marsh on the attack there with a slip. I like the look at that. Always bowls well to the left-handers, Xavier Bartlett. Seams it away from the lefties. That's why he's put that slip in. He probably thinks there's still enough in this pitch for him. So the third man coming up, and then was the switch. It didn't get it at all. Just paddled it straight to Travis Head there on the ring. Easy, Trav, easy. Don't want to put your shoulder out. Oh, seams back over the top of the stumps. He should be looking down there going, geez, what's going on here?
You're expecting to hear the death rattle for that, aren't you? Ball pitched up through the gate. You're expecting to hear that. It's that quick glance back from Jimmy Neesham.
Well, that gives you a good indication of the LBWs for the umpires. You get hit on the pad, so you know it's probably going over the top. It's hit above the knee roll. Steep bounce that he gets Bartlett.
Just the other way. Showing off all the skills here, Bartlett. Pretty much spot on to the new player.
Yeah, that's exactly what he does. He's only played in his last 8 T20s that he's played for Australia. His economy's around about 7.5, and he's always taking wickets. And that's why Mitch Marsh has got the slip in there. Runs in, he hits the pitch hard, hits the seam hard, and always gets something out of it if there's something there. Outside edge, just flies away down the third man. Adam Zampa will do the work. That is a really good over there from Xavier Bartlett. Only one run from it. 100 comes up from New Zealand.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four. Be the first to bring the four home today. Time to save the planet. We're ready. It's certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
What time is it? It's Auburn time!
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
So Adam Zampa just changing ends.
The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 10 for New Zealand.
The last 8 deliveries, they haven't scored off from New Zealand. Oh, sorry, just the one run off that last ball with Bartlett, but the last 8 deliveries, so he scored 1 run.
Just feels like you've got to keep a calm head coming out to the middle. I think every player that's come out, first few balls, it's looked hard work. And it looks like there's the ability to challenge both edges of the bat. He's got to keep that nice level-headed approach that it will get easier the more time you spend out in the middle.
Bartlett, he's bowled his 3 overs and he's bowled 11 dot balls in there. 1 for 19. And Zampa's doing some good work here at the moment, up for 18 into his 3rd over. Misfield. It's only 1 run though. That's going to hurt the hand again. Not going to be happy with that, Adam Zampa. I'm actually surprised he put his hand on it. I would have just left it for the fielder.
Not overly sure there was a lot of want for that either at extra cover. Subfielders come on. You get one laced at you straight away.
Throw it up. He's hit it straight and it's hit it in the gap. That's a good shot. Often when batters hit straight between mid-off and mid-on, it gets the desired result. This time it clears the rope. Just gave it a bit of air, Adam Zampa. Just tried to take the wicket. Yeah, that's good batting there from Bracewell.
He threw it up, didn't he? The carrot ball. Fuller a little wider outside the off stump. Hoping that he could get Bracewell looking leg side, but instead he holds the shape, holds the pose at the end of it, puts it into the side screen.
Well, his first ball was a dot, and then it went 1-1-1. He thought, you know what, I've got 2 balls left. Let me try and get a wicket. Will he gamble again? That'll be the question. No, pushes it through. A little bit quick and a little bit flatter. 14 overs completed. 110 for 5.
Who wants to see a big explosion?
Now only on digital. Bring the Fantastic Four home today.
Nice. Play ball.
Johnny, now!
It's a jaw-dropping spectacle.
Yes! Hell yeah!
Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Hello, Johnny.
Jesus, I don't like when she does this. Unsettling when people just appear.
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
Well, Bartlett here. He's bowled 1 for 19. He might bowl the last over. Stoinis back into the attack. He's bowled 2 overs, 1 for 17. Feeling from Bracewell that they've got to try and take Stoinis. That's going to be an easier option than you would think Hazelwood, Bartlett or Abbott. Quite time that. Just goes into the deep. And some good work.
Yeah, it feels like it could be one of those pivotal overs. Stoinis, of course, the first over he bowled maiden. Second over goes for 18, for 17. You just feel with 2 left-handers in, breeze blowing across to the leg side. Is this the bowler they look to line up?
He's bowled 13 deliveries and he's bowled 8 dot balls in there. You know, really, that's what New Zealand got to target. Shouldn't be bowling 8 dot balls. Marcus Stoinis here. There's another one. So he's bowled 14 deliveries and 9 dot balls.
Just a wobble seam delivery there. Still enough in the surface, so if you put the ball in the right area, you really do get some assistance.
Oh, straight up in the air. He might have enough on this to clear the rope. Oh, he has. a second that was just going straight up in the air. Either the wind's got a hold of that. I reckon Marcus Stoinis has gone, how has that not carried? How's that not gone to a fielder? Look at that. I reckon he thought it was out.
Well, you see Jimmy Nisham, he's actually looked straight up. He wasn't looking behind him where that delivery's ended up. He's looking straight up. He thinks he has hit that right into the night sky. But he's got enough bat on it that it's carried, it's got up on the breeze.
Well, Marcus Stoinis has gone, I thought that was out. Breeze must have just got a hold of that. Taking it all the way over the top. And another dot ball.
That's where the margins of this game so small. He's bowled a couple of really good short balls. One from this end, the mount end, one from the Tauranga end. Both went for boundaries. They're actually really good on the money short balls. Brought about a mistake, a mis-execution. One goes for 6, one's gone for 4.
Two deliveries left. All the field's now just back on the ring. That's cleared to right. That's a decent hit. That was out of the middle. And that's what they needed, New Zealand.
Well, that's just what I think these two left-handers have to be eyeing up. That leg side of the ground when hitting from Tauranga end, if they get length, if they're able to get the hands through it, line up that side, wind at your back, put it on the bank.
Yeah, you've got to go again. This is the bowler that they've got to try and target. One delivery left there. I think you've got to go for broke. And another one in the gap. Good finish to the over. Really productive for New Zealand. 17 from it. 127 for 5.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Be the first to bring the 4 home today. Time to save the planet.
We're ready.
Line him up, Johnny!
It's certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
What time is it? It's Farm Ranger!
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
2 of 17. I'd love a couple more of those to finish the innings off. I just feel it could ask a few questions now of Australia and Mitchell Marsh. Josh Hazlewood, normally one of the reliable bankers at the death, he's bowled out. He's already bowled his 4-2 for 26.
Sean Abbott. Got to try and get to that 180 mark. Get anything over 180, that's good. That means you're in the game. You've got a chance.
Yeah, you just feel it's time to put the foot down in a good enough position. You've got 2 players in, set. Can they continue the onslaught, take that momentum from the Stoinis over? Really put some pressure back on Australia here.
Might get 2 here. It's just wide of mid-on. They decide not to. Well, I think tonight 180 is a good score compared to 180 on game 1, because I think there's a bit in this pitch. There's a little bit in there with the new ball. You bowl back of a length. You know, Matt Henry, Sears, Duffy, they hit the track hard, a bit like Bartlett and Hazlewood have been doing. Then it won't be easy for the batters. So that's why I think the 180 score is pretty good. It's competitive. You get a couple in the power play, then you're away. Change of pace there from Sean Abbott.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of talk around how this Australian side plays with bat in hand, the confidence, the aggression they show. If you had to be pointing to one part of their game that there's perhaps not quite that same confidence, it's perhaps the bowling T20 format. I feel that there is possibly an avenue that you can pile some real pressure on. Oh, it's been a great start to the over. Abbott coming back into the attack.
Oh, just a wide. I think that was down the leg side. The line there on that, not the height.
Yeah, pretty happy with that call. You can see what he's trying to do. Bracewell giving himself that little shimmy, trying to tuck him up. Changing the field. Finally comes up inside the circle. Still 3 back leg side.
Oi. He's a good bowler. He's really developed his bowling, Sean Abbott. Like a bowling all-rounder. He's got the ability to take the new balls. He's got the ability to be first change as well. Seen him in ODI cricket. A good variation. He'll be fighting to get into that squad for the World Cup as well. That's got to be close. Well, I just thought that the umpire might have thought it got a bat on it. No reviews left anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Burned them early, did Australia.
Close. Man, that is out. He didn't think he hit it, which I don't think he gave it leg byes. He must have given it runs. He must have thought he hit it. Because if he didn't hit it, that was gone. Another look at it, maybe into the deep. And just inside, some great work in the deep. Tim David with the throw. Matt Shaw. So into the over 16 done. 134 for 5.
This is where the real trouble began.
What did you think was going to happen? Writing hit pieces about a powerful family.
Behind every great fortune is a great crime.
Is this blood money? FX is the lowdown. All new Tuesdays on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Did he not? Did he hit it? To me, it looked like it just ran off the face of the bat into the pad. That's maybe what umpire Brown thought as well. But meanwhile, Xavier Bartlett for his final over. Big 4 overs this. And a swing and a miss to start. Rig, they need to get on with it. They know it. Both of these two, very experienced now, especially that man.
Oh, didn't hit it.
Well, he's got away with one there then. I think umpire Brown thought that had come off the face of the bat onto the pad. It can be the only reason. And Australia, of course, without review.
Yeah, after that awful one. It's their own fault, isn't it?
Would appear so. It's a very typical Neesham shot, and he'll get 4 for it. Despite the best intent of Mitch on the boundary rope.
Yeah, he thought he'd stop this. Got a heck of a lot of hand on it. Have a look at this. On the wrist. And then got up. Thought he might have parried it back inside. A little bit unlucky. But New Zealand do need a big finish. 10 runs and over from here, 175. That's minimum. But I feel against the power of the Australian batting lineup, they need to get to that.
Now, has he got all this? He has not. And that's another wicket gone. Looking to hit out Jimmy Neesham. Abbott takes the catch. And he turns and wanders off. 25 off 17. Pretty handy in the end, but needed to go on with it.
Yeah, shame for New Zealand this, because Jimmy Neesham was looking pretty powerful out there. Needed another
3 overs more of batting, just didn't time that.
Just hurried on. Couldn't get through the swing. Jimmy Nation loves hitting into that area.
Nation goes to 25, 138 for 6.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Be the first to bring the 4 home today. Time to save the planet.
We're ready.
Line him up, Johnny!
It's certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
What time is it? It's Auburn time!
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
They've had an answer for everything, haven't they, Australia? Every time New Zealand looks to go, Australia fight back with the ball. Now Matt Henry, New Zealand's pace spearhead. With bat in hands, you can hit the ball a long way, Matt Henry.
Yeah, it's a lot of overs to bat, though, isn't it, for your tail? Just ran the fingers across a little bit, was fetching it. No real pace on it by that stage. Maybe needed to club it through the offside over point. Might have had chance of more success. Yeah, you're right there, Scotty. Every time New Zealand's threatened to get going, they've just lost a wicket. Progress has been stalled.
They just know their marbles, don't they? This Australian team, they know what's required at various stages of the game, and they're so well led by that man on your screen. Marsh has got to be one of the calmest captains in the game. Nothing seems to faze him. He seems to be in control of his plans. I reckon he's got a resting heart rate of about 10. Just setting his field here. A few adjustments, one coming into short mid wicket. Catching position for that one that Bracewell doesn't quite get a hold of. It should be out. No, just short. Thought it was going to carry just a bit further. Quran didn't though. 140 for 6.
Who wants to see a big explosion?
Now only on digital. Bring the Fantastic Four home today.
Nice.
Play them off. Johnny, now!
It's a jaw-dropping spectacle.
Yes! Hell yeah!
Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Hello, Johnny.
Jesus, I don't like when she does that. It's unsettling when people just appear.
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
Wicketless tonight is Adam Zampa. Last over for him. Just need boundaries. Matt Henry calling on his captain, just asking for a word or two of advice.
Well, I think there's an opportunity for Henry here. Line up Zampa, leg spinner, tail end is generally a bit more comfortable against the slower bowlers. 3 overs to go. Still got 4 wickets, although they are tail enders, so it's not a case of just bat the overs out yet.
If you're long on, you might be in business here. Or goes the other side instead. That's a fine shot. For extra cover for a couple.
He was trying to go long off. He's got to back himself. He is a good, strong hitter down the ground. Get that hoof down, and if it's anywhere in your area, have a go.
We'll try and get the feet moving. Just a bit of news out of the Women's World Cup too. Flora Devonshire, New Zealand left-arm spinners, unfortunately been injured out of the tournament.
has been replaced by Hannah Rowe, who was eventually not selected. So Rowe gets a call up for the White Ferns. We do wish her all the best. And the White Ferns in action against South Africa, who were demolished by the English overnight. That game on Monday. So,
it's pretty good from Zampa. The first one, he had the courage to just lob it up there. The dot, lob it up, wide of off stump, made Henry reach, and then the next one, a little bit quicker, sliding in, took all his room away.
very rare to see Zampa on Nunfa. It's not over yet, because there it is. Short takes the catch. Bracewell goes. Why are you looking at me like that?
Did you have to?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well done, Scotty Stevenson. Way to take a wicket for Australia. Simple catch, didn't hit it. The Terrier's right, got a little bit straighter, but just missed time. There's been a fair amount of mistiming tonight. Something New Zealand needs to hold on to with this pitch if they're going to defend what looks like an under-strength total. 26, Bracewell goes for 144 for 7.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Be the first to bring the four home today. Time to save the planet. We're ready.
Line him up, Johnny!
It's certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
What time is it? It's Power Rangers!
The fantastic.
It's the end of 18. 144 for 7.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Be the first to bring the four home today. Time to save the planet. We're ready.
Line him up, Johnny!
It's certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
What time is it? It's Power Rangers!
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
Some starts there, isn't there? A really good start by side, but you call that a score. 13 Robinson, 26, 25 Bracewell and Neesham, just not enough.
Yeah, you look at that 48, and it was a handy score indeed from Seifert, but look at the next four on the list. Oh, that's gone a long way. Has it gone far enough? Won't quite reach the boundary, but safe enough shorts there. You need support. You cannot do it as a lone ranger in T20 cricket, and there just have not been the partnerships.
I'll put it out there though, and the Australian batters could make a mockery of this though. I think it's a more difficult batting surface than what it was on Wednesday.
Flies past the bat on the charge this time, Henry. Well, it stands to reason, doesn't it? I mean, given the rain that's been around the last 48 hours. Australia have been good though. They've varied their pace a lot tonight. They know their best balls, and they know the balls are trouble. That's gone up high. And another one falls. That's the end of Henry. Stoinis underneath it. Safe pair of hands that. New Zealand lose another. And they're in a world of hurt here. They are well below par.
Yeah, danger or not, batting out full 20 here now too. It's a good length. Just didn't quite have the time to get it square enough and pick it up. Maybe in spot of two minds as well, going straight, going square. Nat Henry goes for 6, 146 for 8.
This fall, come break a leg, or a dozen. Work on your form and your swing. From the boardwalk to the bay, come discover somewhere to smile about.
I thought you worked in his house.
Nope.
Cantina chicken burrito.
You know what? Let me get something to wash that down with.
I got you.
He wasn't picked for the first game. Was brought back last night and included again tonight, and that one has missed the bails by a whisker. Here's the wicket.
Little bit of a swipe. I don't think quite know where he was trying to hit that. In the end, he hit it straight up in the air.
Soddy straight down the ground, and just out of the hand of Mitch Marsh. That would have been special. The big fella covered a lot of ground to get there, shoved out the hand, it landed flush, and then knocked out as he hit the turf.
Oh, have a look how long he has this in his hand. For all intents and purposes, he's caught this. You have a look how long this is in his mitt. He's thinking, I've caught that, how did you put it down after that? Oh, how did this get out? Look at that, that's out, that's caught, it's controlled, no.
Oh, he's gone. Sears looking to channel Tim Seifert, and wow, it's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Yeah, it's one of those shots from a tail ender that he's seen the top order play and play well, and then realise there's a little bit of batting skill involved. Plan A did not come off. From a batting perspective, New Zealand 9 down, still an over to go, 147 for 9.
This fall, come break a leg, or a dozen. Work on your form and your swing. From the boardwalk to the bay, come discover somewhere to smile about.
Proper shirts for life's bigger moments. For that final interview, the big pitch, sealing deals, and for when it's time to really impress. These are proper shirt moments. And for those, there's Charles Tyrrett.
Marcus Stoinis is going to take the last over. He's Soddy on strike. New Zealand now on track to set the lowest total at Bay Oval, batting first of any side. Swing and a miss. 163. India in 2020 is the lowest full 20 over score. Batting first. New Zealand's lowest, 172, is the wicket. First bowl of the match. Everything else has been caught.
Don't mind it if you're a tail ender and you put some work into that shot, because I think it's good. It's probably, you're good at that. It's probably an easier option than trying to bang the quick back over the head.
Oh, he's got that. How much of it? All of it. That's how much.
You look at the extension through the shot here from Soddy. This is why this went so far. Little bit in the slot, trying to knock him over. Maybe going good length ball there. That is in the slot in this form of the game. Soddy is handy enough to take advantage of that.
Oh, you'd go for it straight after that, wouldn't you? You'd be right on the toes here. Not short.
Yeah, that's a risk though with that field. When you've got fine leg and you've got third man up, Soddy only needs to get a top edge on that. With this field, better off going full and straight, trying to knock him over, get it into the block hole. All the protection on the boundary is really onside.
Now, there's that wide hole, and that's a delivery that the likes of Alice Hazelwood, they have mastered. Stoinis going to the Australian playbook here. They love that delivery.
Yeah, I think that's brave from Stoinis though, because I was talking about the protection on the onside. He's only really got the one out at deep points. If you get that slightly in front, you you get a chance of beating deep point. I think with this field, he's better. He's safer bowling full and at about middle and leg.
2 remain. Tuffy on strike. He's played that nicely, but straight to the fielder, and a direct hit would have been pretty much gone.
It's the other thing Tao do, don't they? They pick out fielders. Just don't have the same placement that batters seem to have. His chance hitting the 4 is hitting it where they're not aiming. Get a thick outside edge or an inside edge.
He's a long way out. Might find his target. Stoinis, last ball of the match, 155 for 9. Calling fine, third man up.
Yeah, so you know this is probably going to be full if you Sodhi.
Absolutely right. Hits behind square. Should just be the one. They might as well come back. And he turns instead. And New Zealand finished their 20 overs, and unfortunately for them, it's a fairly underwhelming total by international standards. Challenging conditions notwithstanding, they would have been hopeful of more than that. Australia will be chasing 157. Hazelwood was bowled out early. Bartlett 2 for 25 from his 4. Hazelwood 2 for 26. 3 for 25. Sean Abbott, he was impressive tonight. Zampa 1 for 30 and Stoinis 1 for 43 from his 4, including the last over. So wicket shared between the 5 bowlers used by Mitch Marsh, and they will have a look at that total on the board and think to themselves, we know what we're about here, let's hunt it down.
Yeah, Seifert I thought was good. He struggled against Australia, so he chipped up with some runs today, 48 from 35, and really had to carry the innings, unfortunately. That promising big score was just a middling one as he was out for 48, and the rest of the top order really just couldn't get in, and was left to brace with Nisham to prepare the show. Nisham was looking pretty promising, 25 from just 18. When he got out, there's still about 4 overs to go. New Zealand needed a big finish, but they're unlikely to be able to do that with the length of the tail in the lineup today. 156 for 9. Bowling was excellent. Hazelwood 4 on the trot, 2 for 26. Just worked away on that impeccable length that he bowls. Bartlett and Abbott impressive as well. 2 for Bartlett, 3 for Abbott. Varied his pace expertly. A lot of different types of off-pace deliveries. They worked through the plans, and it was a good combination for him and the skipper. And those plans paid off. Zampa 1 for 30. He's always very tidy to the bowling statistics, and Stoinis maybe a little bit disappointed to go for 43 after bowling a wicket maiden first up. Well, Frankie Mackay is down the boundary side with Tim Seifert, I believe.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. I have got Tim Seifert alongside me. Tim, a good innings from yourself out in the middle. How do you best sum conditions up for me?
Yeah, it is tough out there. Kind of the ball was seaming right to the end there, which is great signs for us, and I think with it being such a cold night, I don't think the wicket will change that much as well. So hopefully our seamers, they bowled very well and put them in good areas. So hopefully we can do the same as well.
And how much information do you give back to your seamers before you go out there? Do you get a say in the bowling meetings?
Yeah, a little bit, but you don't want to be that batter that's telling the bowlers what to do as well. That can definitely annoy them. But look, I think it's just genuine conversations around the change room. It's kind of that test length is going to be the hardest way, and if they hit you off that length, you just keep going at that length.
Yeah, last one. Have you got enough runs on the board?
Let's hope so.
Yeah, love it. Go and get your gloves on and have a good one out there.
Cheers, thank you.
That's simple enough bowling plan, isn't it? They need to restrict Australia, though, because Australia need 157 from their 20 overs, and I think they'll be very, very confident. We'll take a break. Be back on the other side very soon.
Fantastic 4. Be the first to bring the 4 home today. Time to save the planet.
We're ready.
Line him up, Johnny!
It's certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
What time is it? It's
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
All right, flip it upside down.
Proper shirts for life's bigger moments. For that final interview. The big pitch. Sealing deals. And for when it's time to really impress. These are proper shirt moments. And for those, there's Charles Tyrrett.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
And didn't you live in space?
What's in your wallet?
Cantina chicken bowl with that slow roasted chicken and freshly prepared pico.
Thank you, sir. So what do two dudes do in LA for fun? Shout out Taco Bell for sponsoring the pod and for being my go-to source of protein.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. It's like macro magic.
Yeah, it's like macro magic. Todd.
Shooting apples. Oh! You know what'll fix that? New Fireball blazing apple. You know what? We should call your dad. Where's your dad? Woof. No. Are you really his father? New Fireball blazing apple. Shoot it straight.
There are 61 million Marias in the world, and no two function the same. Some age freely, some move imperfectly, and some think
It's probably low iron.
some can do equations in their sleep, and some can't stay awake. 61 million Marias, who all deserve answers, just as unique as they are.
New Zealand batted first in T20 against Australia. 156 for 9 they scored. They'll be a little bit disappointed about that. Here's Scotty with information on the Six and Shout. This was all done in front of a green screen.
Are you ready to win some free KFC? Then download the KFC app now to play Six and Shout. Every six hit during this T20 International Summer season gives you the chance to win. Simply download the KFC app to play. Pick your zone, and if a six lands in there, you win. There are loads of your favourite menu items to be won. Anyone can play by locking in their zone before the second innings. So what are you waiting for? Download the KFC app and play Six and Shout to be in to win.
Well, the lights are out, but don't worry about that. It's only because it's half time in T23 between New Zealand and Australia. Australia won the toss, asked New Zealand to bat. They do like to chase, and they would like to chase scores like this. Very much a fair to middling at best. 156 for 9, New Zealand made. Tim Seifert led the way with 48. Needed to go on somewhat. Didn't get much from the others in the top order and was left to the lower middle, and Bracewell and Neesham try to do a little bit of a repair job. Bracewell 26 from 22 and Neesham 25 from 18. Both of them removed just at the point they were starting to put a little bit of pressure on Australia, who were excellent with the ball, might I add. Hazelwood bowled his 4 straight, 2 for 26. Bartlett and Abbott very good, 2 and 3 wickets respectively. Abbott in particular with his changes of pace, 3 for 25, an excellent performance. That Sample 1 for 30. Stoinis went for 43 after bowling a wicket maiden first over. Light show with pyrotechnics. Players should be coming out very soon. And New Zealanders are on the boundary, just having a little bit of a chat there. They will have to be excellent. here on the mount if they want to pull this one out of the fire. Frankie Mackay joins me, and Frankie, we were out on the pitch earlier today looking at it, and Australia made 180 in the first game on Wednesday. Look small. They cantered there with about 3 overs to spare. I don't know. I think this pitch is offering a little bit more to the bowlers. If New Zealand can get it right, they might have a chance. They'll need wickets. They'll need to get the Australians hopping around. They need to make them feel uncomfortable, get some seam movements and awkward bounce, get a little bit of zip and pick up wickets.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. I think there's actually some real spice with this wicket. Saw that the ball stayed in really good condition all through the innings. There was sideways movement both in the air, off the surface. I think when you really see that, some dot balls that New Zealand faced. Wednesday, just the 29. Tonight, 61. So they were still able to pick up those boundaries in between. There was loose bowling, there's that pace and bounce and carry that means you can throw your hands through it, pick up boundaries. But in between, it looked a really hard graft at times. I think you've summed it up perfectly. If New Zealand are able to come out, pick up wickets early on, especially those of this dangerous opening partnership for Australia. Travis Head, average over 30, strike rate over 150. He is an excitement machine. And of course the skipper himself, Mitchell Marsh, he was phenomenal in game one. And I'm sure there'll be more of the same attitude today as go out there, be aggressive, take the game on.
Got to see the back of this bloke quickly though. There's so much power the whole way through that Australian batting lineup. Though Matt Henry will be key. These are conditions he's made for. Run in, bowl that test length. He leads the New Zealand test bowling attack. He's a test bowler. He leads the New Zealand attack in all forms, actually. Absolutely crucial he can make early inroads. Straight away onto that length of his.
The respect shown. The big front foot leave to start things off.
Oh, look, when you're chasing 157, you've got a chance to have a look, haven't you? A lot of talk going on out there. Only one ball bowled.
Well, I think there'll be a few bowlers in this New Zealand side who'll be genuinely excited. I mean, it's not often you get to turn out, play T20 cricket, and you get a pitch like this. It's got a little bit of green to it. It's got pace and bounce. Conditions where the ball is swinging, the ball is seaming. Yes, they probably would love to have another 20 runs on the board to be able to defend. So often they're used to turning up to just flat tracks, get flayed all around the park. But this is where the seam bowlers in particular for New Zealand can really shine. And that's a good start to Travis Head. Know that he loves to carve the ball offside. Stay leg side, clear the front hip out of the way. You just have to be nice and tight at him almost every single delivery.
Yeah, that backward point. Oh, they're just going to move a player over to the onside now. They're going to bring a very wide third man up to backward point. They're going to drop Sodhi back to a traditional third man. A little bit more protection on the onside. You do want to bowl at the stumps. Right there. Good stop. Partially stopped.
Yeah, good from Conway. Diving away to his left, gets a good hand on it. Timing's good from Travis Head. Good little parry on there.
Just a little too full. And it was enough for Marsh to get on top of that. And Robinson has just dug into the ground there, has he? It's pretty soft out there now. He's put a fair hole in there.
Yeah, you don't like to see that. Just trying to slide into the ball. Knee just digs in. Very luckily, it seems to be okay.
He's left a big pitch mark, hasn't he?
I think he's put such a dent in the ground there that they're actually going to have to get the ground staff out to repair the divot.
Yeah. Oh, it really gets my goat too when you see unrepaired pitch marks on greens.
Gosh, I'm pleased I brought up something else that irks you. Pleased we got into that. Not something you see every day though, cricket, is it?
An unrepaired pitch mark.
Play stopped due to divot.
It's been a crazy big hole though. And rightly so. You don't want anyone running across that row in an ankle. He's going to whack it down with a steech hammer. Wouldn't you want a pitchfork and sort of leverage it up like you would repair a pitch mark with a little fork on little pitch mark repairers? G'day, Tim.
Oh, God.
I hope you're pleased with yourself. You've ruined the ground.
I know. I actually feel terribly guilty. I'll stop by. Might dock my match fee or something.
You made a huge hole. You're not that heavy, are you?
Well, maybe I am. It's pitching me pies over the winter. It's a steep swing, that, isn't it? It is a deep divot.
What you did, you pitched and you stopped right beside the pin.
Yeah, I know. This backspin. Bit of razzle-dazzle, eh? Ow. It looks way worse than it was, eh?
Yeah, well, that's going to be my follow-up question. How is the body? Are you actually all right up to that?
Yeah. Actually fine, eh? Yeah. That's weird. I don't feel like you should be fine after that. That was all good.
Now, that's youth. Take that while you can.
I can promise you if you do that at 53, not 23, it won't be the same result.
Age is just a number, Riggett. Have you not heard that saying before?
Yeah, I just don't like how high my number is. Oh, how's that miss? That is zipped back, it really has. First over gone, 4 without loss.
Who wants to see a big explosion?
Now only on digital. Bring the Fantastic Four home today.
Nice. Zoom off.
Done now!
It's a jaw-dropping spectacle.
Yes! Hell yeah!
Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Hello, Johnny.
Jesus. I don't like when she does that. It's unsettling when people just appear.
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
You got 100. I mean, you got a good look at that surface. How much has it changed?
Like the pace felt relatively similar. It just felt like it was zipping a little bit more with probably a little bit of moisture on it. It's sitting under covers.
So here's Duffy. Good stop at point. You need a good fielder there, and Conway is.
What kind of discussions do you have as a batting group or out in the middle when you do come up against those conditions that are perhaps slightly different than what you'd anticipated them to be?
Yeah, well, the question you ask yourself is how long is it is it going to swing or nip for, and whether it's
too wide. Too wide. That's in a zone, and it's cost Duffy badly there.
Yeah, it's just a little misfire, isn't it? Jacob Duffy, that is really in the wheelhouse of Travis Head. Loves any width. Placement turns out to be perfect as well. So you end up putting 156 on the board, Tim. Do you think that's there or thereabouts a par score, a good score?
Yeah, I think if we bowl, I think what the Aussies did really, really well is they held their lengths for a long period of time and didn't necessarily go to their slower balls or change ups until they really had to. So I think if we can do this and use the juice and the wicket, then absolutely.
A little bit of swing, a little inside edge, just one. Yeah, it seemed like, you know, guys would get started, but it was the minute they wanted to really get on with it, boom, get out. How much do you put the conditions down to that?
Well, I think you kind of generally set a template of, obviously it's going to do new ball things and it's going to swing and nibble a little bit early, but I think, yeah, what surprised us was for how long that did go for, and I think that shows why big old Hazelwood bowled 4. So I think, yeah, it just sort of kept nibbling and kept doing things, which is a positive for us bowling, obviously.
Well, hurried on to Marsh, but he controlled it well. Well, thanks for that, Tim. All the best. Good luck.
Thank you.
One ball to go in the second over, 12 runs. Australia taking their time. New Zealand, though, they'll get to see if they can't pick up a wicket soon. Nice change up. Not a wide, so a good recovery in that over. 2 gone, 12 without loss.
Who wants to see a big explosion?
Now only on digital. Bring the Fantastic Four home today.
Nice. Flame off.
Stunning now!
It's a jaw-dropping spectacle.
Yes! Hell yeah!
Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Hello, Johnny.
Jesus. I don't like when she does that. It's unsettling when people just appear.
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
157 to win.
In the air and over the top, that is an excellent shot. That really is. Full control, great timing and power.
Handsome from Marsh. Gets up on the toes. Lovely, straight out of the textbook, that one. That's almost one of those shots that takes the wind out of your sails a little bit as a bowling team. You're expecting to see the ball decking round left, right and centre, and then you see someone stand up, play a back foot punch like that.
Over the top it goes. It was a genuine edge, but a thick enough edge. Just a little bit too much width though from Henry.
It just goes hard at it. Throws the hands, and the edge is always going to fly. There is pace and bounce on the surface. Can mean that your margin for error is small. Any opportunity outside that off stump.
It just needs to be fractionally fuller and straighter. Over the top of off stump. Too short again, and that's all muscle. That is just strength, brute force. I don't even think he got that right out of the middle. Now all of a sudden, Australia are underway and New Zealand under pressure.
Pummeled that, hasn't he? Pick the bones out of that one. Hit flat and hard. Just that little shimmy into the ball. gets a good piece of it. Watch out on the terraces. Mitchell Marsh gets going. Nowhere safe in this ground.
So third man brought up now into the ring, and backward point has gone back to a deep backward point. Maybe looking to bowl full and perhaps wide outside off stump. Going very defensive. This could be a very long over. There's still 3 balls to go. It's gone for 14 already. Oh, straight, and he's disappointed because he knew he had a chance there. Did Marsh. He's annoyed with himself. That was right in his wheelhouse, right in his zone.
Well, there's just the one fielder out on the leg side in that square leg position, and he's basically picked him out without having to move. When you hit the ball as powerfully as Marsh, you're thinking if you can hit that even 5 metres either side of that man, you're a good chance of picking up another boundary. But oh, to be in the form where you take 15 runs off the first 4 balls and you look a little disappointed.
That's a good adjustment there too. That's the line ahead. I think New Zealand is definitely more comfortable bowling ahead. He can be just as devastating, but they have a definite plan. They know where they want to bowl to him, which is over the top of those stumps. Take all his width away. Marsh, he can hit it from anywhere at the moment. Henry liked it. Seifert was just really an afterthought. The committee will come together.
They're out of time.
Out of time, boys. 27 without loss.
Who wants to see a big explosion?
Now only on digital. Bring the Fantastic Four home today.
Nice. Flame off.
Stunning now!
It's a jaw-dropping spectacle.
Yes! Hell yeah!
Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Hello, Johnny.
Jesus. I don't like when she does that. It's unsettling when people just appear.
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now only on digital.
Well, have a look at the one that there was some interest here by the New Zealanders. They couldn't come to consensus, and in the end, they ran out of time. Didn't look like it each. It was clear daylight there. I don't know what the New Zealanders were thinking.
Well, the decision may have only been made because they ran out of time, but turned out to be a good one.
Got him this time. That's hit the stumps. It's hit him hard as well. The New Zealander made the breakthrough. They got it up. They got it full. That was the plan to hit, and it's paid off.
Pitched up, beautiful seam position, late swing. He's standing deep in the crease, Travis said, minimal foot movement, and that is just too good from Jacob Duffy. Much needed wicket for New Zealand, and it's Duffy with the breakthrough. He goes for just 8, Australia 28 for 1.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Be the first to bring the four home today. Time to save the planet.
We're ready.
Line him up, Johnny!
It's certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
What time is it? It's
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
Matthew Short comes to the middle. Australia 28 for 1. We've got a strike rate going. Marsh looking excellent. 20 for 10. That's the one New Zealand need. Plan's pretty simple to hit. Get it up, get it full, take his width away, and a little bit of swing from Duffy. Quite noticeable, actually, that New Zealanders, especially Henry, who's been short of a length, has been taken to. Anything short, bounces have been hit, short balls have been hit. Length, hard to get away. You can understand it, you sometimes get carried away, bang it in, want to see the ball fizzing round. These bowlers are good enough, experienced enough to know that you've got to get it onto that good length, not back of the length.
Push up into that 6-7 metre mark. Matt Henry's been a little bit guilty of just sitting back around the 8 to 9 metre mark instead. Small margins, but so important. Timing not perfect there, but short off the mark.
Some good swing, wasn't there?
Well, been talked about a lot, isn't it? That need to have ball nice and straight to Travis Head.
So I think that's a little short. The ball that got the wicket, it was up there and it swung a whole degree more than the others because it is fuller. And while there's some movement there, I think you've got to look to use it. New Zealanders have got to bowl for wickets, plain and simple. They won't restrict Australia. Oh no, is that wise? It is too. Didn't need to do that.
No, I'm not a fan. I think the execution for one is off, but the thinking off a little there as well. Talked about how there is swing available, there's seam movement. Wicket ball, Jacob Duffy was up at 142 kilometres an hour, so he's bowling with good pace. There's enough there that you just got to put it in the right spot.
Yeah, that's better, slightly fuller. A bit of a thick inside edge.
Make it sound easy though, don't we? Just bowl it there. But it is a little bit that theory. Allow yourself to bowl that length, bowl slightly fuller. Allow the ball to swing, allow the pitch to do its work. There is seam movement there.
We'll go back to Wednesday's game, and every time New Zealand was full, they got whacked over their heads. A little bit gun shy, aren't you, of doing that? But conditions are different here today. Nicely bowled. Good finish to the over. 36 for 1.
Looking for the perfect golf getaway? Ocean City, Maryland has you covered with 17 championship golf courses with stunning views designed by the world's best architects just minutes away from Ocean City. Plan your golf getaway today at OCOcean.com.
Proper shirts for life's bigger moments. For that final interview, the big pitch, sealing deals, and for when it's time to really impress. These are proper shirt moments. And for those, there's Charles Tyrrett.
Just at that point where New Zealand had gone over 10, 10 and 11, started to look like getting going, bang, wicket. Over went for 5. Then there was a good over, but then they weren't able to capitalise off that. Boom, wicket goes in the next over, and that was pretty much the guts taken out of the New Zealand batting. Right, Henry. He'll work into his third over. Will he get it right here? It's not a massive adjustment. It's a metre.
Yeah, just edging his way ever closer at Henry. It's just that ability to keep adjusting, adjust on the fly, keep adapting to what you see in front of you.
That was full. Goes past the outside edge. It's the other thing, when you get the ball up there a little bit, if it does move off the seam, they're the ones that are more likely to get the edge, deceive the batter. Anything back of a length, these players' hand-eye is good enough to adjust generally.
And you've just got a little more time, don't you? Ball shorter. It might look pretty seaming through to the wicketkeeper, but you've got a little more time to adjust.
Fuller delivery, one beats the outside edge, next one beats the inside edge. I can understand it though. These bowlers, they worry. Small New Zealand grounds, not long straight, powerful batters, great records. You do worry about firing it up there. Oh, that's hit well enough. This could be a chase from mid-on. Slower outfield, but it beats the field. Might be a bit of moisture on it, but it's always a pretty quick outfield here at the Mount.
That's the fine margins, isn't it? We're talking about pitching the ball up, allowing the ball to do some work. Short prepared to go after it, slightly on the up. It's just that hint of width, I think. It allows the free swing of the blade outside off stump.
Yeah, from a New Zealand perspective, though, I'm disappointed that's the result, but I don't mind the ball in these conditions. You've got to try to bowl Australia out. Another awkward one.
It's just about wrestling back a little bit of control here. Yes, Mitchell Marsh has got off to a flyer, 20 off 11. Already 2 4s and a 6 in that innings. But you can also apply pressure at the other end. If you can bowl a lot to Matt Short, pile the pressure on there, rack up some dot balls.
Just 4 off the over. Good over from Henry. 40 for 1.
What brings you to Myrtle Beach?
We're celebrating 30 years together to the day.
We're celebrating 30 days together today.
It's our first trip without the kids.
It's our first trip as a family.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The beach for any reason, any season.
Just back as sore. Let's go! Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy hot, just so back.
Five overs gone, 41 for 2, New Zealand to work, 40 for 1, Australia. But just to look through the lineups, and you think about that top 5 for New Zealand, and largely failed to contribute today. That was the issue. As Ben Sears enters the attack, and this will be pace. And that is the response. 6 runs.
Another good shot there from Mitch Marsh. That's his strength. Down the ground, full face to the bat. Never easy. And often you think when you're batting in a T20 game and a new bowler comes online, if you can have a go and put them under pressure straight away, then you feel like you've got a bit of an edge. It's a crucial over this one because New Zealand bowled well. They've contained Australia. This is Mitch Marsh. Just trying to dominate.
That strike rate phenomenal. 216, Mitch Marsh. That's good from Sears. Those are the deliveries, heavy balls. On a pitch like this, PJ, I'm sure you agree. That's the trouble zone. And you've got to be there a little bit more often.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's a small room margin for error there. We got your mid-off and mid-on up. You can't afford that pick-up length. You've got to think that the ball has got to be hitting just above the top of the off stump. You've got protection at deep square for Mitch Marsh. So if you drop it a fraction short, at least you've got a chance of it going to the fielder.
And again, just nipping back into the right-hander, and that is awkward. What has happened there between those two? A mix-up in the field.
Place your divots again. Yeah, bring the sand bucket out. And the pitchfork.
Here it comes. Oh, wow.
Well, you don't need to slide there. I mean, there was no point there from Mitchell to slide at all. You had Ishodi there picking it up, and really on a ground like this, had a bit of dampness out there where your knee's going to dig in. You just don't slide. Already seen that out there with Robinson. So I've always said that, even for the quick bowlers sliding around, you don't need injuries. You don't need to be doing knee injuries, especially when, not that it's slippery out there, but you just don't glide over the turf.
I mentioned that block might be just a little softer, right? And talked about that during the pre-match with you, BJ. We were standing just to the right of where that incident's taken place.
Well, that was there. He just needed to pick that up. He didn't need to slide in there at all. That's just unnecessary.
Even met Daz does everything at 100%. Well, that is remarkable. Oh, that off the bat, I didn't think he timed that at all, and it's gone for 6, and it's almost taken someone out.
Oh, be careful in the crowd. Be very, very careful. Are they coming a good rate of knots? That just broke through the hands. I hope that gentleman's all right. He got his hands up. But this is on the up. I mean, that's just a great shot. I mean, the ball wasn't even that bad. That's how much power he's got. Mitch Marsh, 83 metres into the crowd, through the hands. Ow. Ow. Oh. If I could say, if you're going to try and take a catch, I hope that gentleman is okay, but that's just gone straight through the hands. You've got to be careful out there into the crowd. Watch the game and get your head out of the road.
Just required a bit of technique. That attempt wasn't there. Left a gap. Look how he just stands up, arches the back. It's all full power. Sayers playing a little bit to Marsh's strengths here. He's allowing him to stand tall, and when he stands tall and he uses that power, BJ, he's a hard man to stop.
Oh, look, he is. I mean, the ball's not that bad. This is a guy that's in magnificent form. He's hitting it on the up. He drops short, he puts you over mid-wicket. He's gone 6-1, 1-6-4. This is Ben Sears' first over. So he is under the pump. I'm stating the obvious, and it's very hard. That's why this over was so important, because it was the last over before the power play. 18 from it so far.
Goes again. That'll be 4 more. He is imperious when he stands tall and when he delivers, Mitch Marsh. And if you give him on pace and you give it there, it's in the slot. The Australian captain's off to a heater again. 41 off just 16 deliveries into the power play. 62 for 1.
Well, the one thing with Mitch Marsh here is that was through the offside. But the thing with this, he had a deep mid on and deep square. So you needed to be bowling nothing outside off stump or nothing on off stump. You need to go wide at the crease and angle in. At least you've got a bowl to your field and you've got protection. Yes, you're still good enough to hit it through the gap, but when you've got no one out on the offside and you're bowling outside off stump, geez, that's hard. He's cracked it open, hasn't he, Mitch Marsh, in that last over?
21 off the over, so they brought the experience of Jimmy Neesham into this fight. That's the other thing about Mitch Marsh. He knows that's the last over of the power play. He knows it's a time to harvest runs. He knows it's a time to get the run rate up. He knows he's got acres of space. He just plays the game with such experience and vision, and always with the knowledge about where the game is, the context of the game.
And this is where Matt Short's really just got to give him the strike. You know, don't waste dot balls. Just hand the strike over to Mitch Marsh until you get in.
Starts with the dot, and that is much needed from a New Zealand point of view.
Oh, just have a look at these shots from Mitch Marsh. The stand and deliver. That's on-off stump, but mid-on is up. So that's a pick-up length. So that's his strength. He hits through down the ground, and then that one there, that's just brutal. You know, he's got no one out on the offside, so he knows that he can have a go at anything. That was badly judged. Even he had his son there or daughter there on the hand as well after taking that catch. So be careful in the outer.
It's just a flick away. That's all it was, and it's not going to be enough. That is a good catch, Mark Chapman. They needed it. Short was trying to get in on the fun. Unfortunately, just with a little pickup, a little scoop off Neesham. Didn't quite have the power in the shot. Didn't quite have the pace to play that shot.
Yeah, it's probably the furthest part of the ground here at Bay Oval, square of the wicket. If he you're hitting straight, it's okay, but when you're hitting square, a little bit of breeze in there, you've got to get it right out of the middle of the bat, and Matt Short didn't get that. Good wicket there from Neesham, and New Zealand needed that. They needed the breakthrough. Even though they've got Mitch Marsh still out there, Matt Short goes for 7. The Aussies are 62 for 2.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Be the first to bring the 4 home today. Time to save the planet.
We're ready.
Line him up, Johnny!
It's certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
What time is it? It's Bob Rangers!
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
They're all big wickets for New Zealand. They would desperately love to get Marsh here. Now they've got David to contend with as well. And he has fashioned for himself an impressive record. He's still 102 not outs. Won't need all of that today. Here's the wicket again. I just wonder, just got caught in 2 minds, and you can see he's got fat on that. Thought about helping it along its way. Maybe a little finer on the leg side, and then he just ended up just tapping it. It wasn't really a shot of authority. Thought, oh, well, the pace is on here, I'll just go with it.
Just wonder if he tried to hit that a little bit squarer, maybe, rather than trying to hit it right over mid-wicket. Anyway, good wicket for New Zealand. Still in this New Zealand, even though the run rate required is 7, Australia's still going to play their shots. Test this from Tim David, just to sort of get himself set. 156 on the board. Yeah, you'd think that's 20 runs light, but given the fact there's a little bit in this pitch, New Zealand would have to field well. They'll have to take their chances like they did the last one there with Matt Short. Can't afford any errors.
One thing crucial here, New Zealand have to put back-to-back wickets together. Don't let this partnership start. That's a bit of relief. Get to the ball. It's an easy run there. Can't let this partnership start. One of these guys has to be back in the pavilion quickly. Make Australia feel a little bit of pressure.
Well, they picked Mitch Marsh up and the pressure's right on Australia. That's what they've got to be thinking about. And then on the flip side of that, it's just a matter of Tim David rotating his strike, giving it to Mitch Marsh until he gets himself set. So let's have a look at the field. Mid-off goes back, deep point and deep mid-on, and mid-wicket.
To have Marsh to sit at this level, he's only faced 17 balls, but there's 41 runs to his name. Tim David comes out there. He knows Marsh doesn't have to slow down. He can just keep going. Carey's still to come, followed by Stoinis, Owen. Bartlett, I'm sure, can have a swing too. Have to hustle here. Had to hustle. There was some hesitation on the run. Jimmy Neesham, his head in his hands, and Mitch Marsh sees the funny side of the situation. 64 for 2.
At Chomps, we create snacks for people who are hungry to get the most out of life, who only accept the highest quality. Because real life demands real ingredients. We make snacks that don't take shortcuts, with grass-fed and finished beef, 0 sugar, and up to 12 grams of protein. When life challenges you, take bigger bites. Chomps, take bigger bites. Learn more at chomps.com.
One thing to say about Sodhi is keep an eye on the wrist, the variations here. I know we've got a fabulous crew on camera here. They know exactly what they'll be looking for, but you just expect everything unorthodox from Neesham. That's full. Gave it just a little bit of flight, but it's looking at the hands. That'll be the advice to the Australians here, because he's got some spinning deliveries, he's got all sorts going on, and there was just a slight hesitation. Mitch Marsh thought that's a run all day. Come on through. He was jogging. Tim David thought Oh, better get a hustle on here.
I don't think Tim David heard the call. I think Mitch Marsh just sort of played it down to that third man aerial behind Gully and just sort of jogged down the pitch. I don't think he said yes.
Tim David thought he was just coming down for a chat. Stay alert out there. Slow. Just held back a little, Tim David. Played it nicely.
Well, Avish showed he didn't play game one, so this is really his first go into this little series. Test will be mid-off and mid-on. Will Mitch Marsh take him straight and back himself? He gives him a little bit of width and he'll take him through that cover area. 3 out on the leg side, no one in at mid-wicket.
Dart one in here. Yeah, it's straight. And that has been pumped straight over long off for 6.
Always had the feeling that he was going to do that. Always felt if Vish showed he just gives himself a little bit in the eye line, gives a little bit of flight, he'll try and take him on, and he did exactly that. It was out the front of the hand, he probably would have picked it, he probably knew it wasn't going to really turn much on the leg side. That's one thing about these international players, they play against each other a lot in IPL cricket and other forms of cricket, so they do get a reading on how bowlers go. You can probably see that right out of the front of hand early.
Different game situation. We may have seen Sadi in the power play last night. This one has been dragged down, and that has been sent again. Mitch Marsh reaches 50 yet again in a T20 international. He is simply an unbelievable ball striker. Second fastest against New Zealand, 21 deliveries.
Geez, he's hitting it well, isn't he? I mean, his timing has been superb tonight, the other night, and really against South Africa as well. He's in a really good purple patch of form. That one there was all about placement and timing.
There again, waited on it. Oh, and there's a mix-up. Chapman just got caught in 2 minds. He did well in the end to save 4.
Did he get that in the lights? It looked like he couldn't see that.
He certainly looked confused, and I think at first he thought, I better go for a catch here, and then he realised he couldn't get to it, then he thought, I've got to save 4. There's a lot going on for Chappie on the boundary.
There was a call to catch it. Watch him put his hand up there. Yeah, I think he lost it. Lost it in the light. It's like it divoted, pitched. Didn't bounce on, it's would have gone to the rope. There he is again.
Slightly more orthodox this time from Chappie. It's another good over for Australia. 16 runs from it. Ishadi conceding those 2 sixes. Marsh 56 and Australia 80 for 2.
Who wants to see a big explosion?
Now only on digital. Bring the Fantastic Four home today.
Nice.
Play them off.
Gunny now!
It's a jaw-dropping spectacle.
Cut! Hell yeah!
Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Hello, Johnny.
Jesus. I don't like when she does that. It's unsettling when people just appear.
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
T20 half centuries for Mitch Marsh. Never triple figures. Oh, and that one is just flowing off the bat, and that's out. Lost the hand. Sears takes the catch. David goes. Neesham has another. He's renowned for it, Jimmy Neesham. He can change a game.
I don't know if he needed to play that shot, Tim David. He just lost his shape. Didn't get it at all. Just watch him here. Just opened up, and I'm not sure where he was trying to hit it. Didn't even keep his head on it. He thought it was going down the third man. It did. Big, thick outside edge. At that stage of the game, Mitch Marsh is the man that you want to give the strike to. So Tim David to pass for 3, and the Aussies are 80 for 3.
When I made my million on New York's Erie Canal, I traveled hundreds of miles by mule.
That day I had to transport myself to the corner store on foot.
We survived harsh winters.
My phone's battery was right there on the edge, 3%.
We ran out of food.
I get there, no chocolate oat milk. Are you kidding me?
I sacrificed everything.
Then I bought a raffle ticket. Now I'm a millionaire.
Hard then, easier now.
The Erie Canal $1 Million Raffle. New York Lottery's best odds at $1 million.
Good experience here to call upon for Australia. But if they can knock another one here, New Zealand, it's not the biggest average, or the highest average, should I say. Well, here's the delivery again. Nash just split the fingers on that. Tim David swung through and he just knew straight away. That was flowing. That's gone straight down the throat, that.
Yeah, just lost his shape, didn't he? Yeah, probably just opened up and didn't quite get it.
Into the hip this time. It's turned away. Best attempted to. I think it'll be lead buys and duly caught. Charlie Brown.
Well, I like Alex Carey coming in at number 5 for Australia. He's not the startup T20 keeper. Josh English normally comes into it, but I like him in at 5 at this situation because I don't think you need the power at the moment. You need a left hand that can work the ball, work the angles, rotate the strike and give it to Mitch Marsh. Run rate required is only 6.5 runs and over. You don't have to do anything silly. You've got Stoinis, Owen and Bartlett to come as well. It's good protection.
It's an inside edge onto the pad this time. Weighted on it. Well, you've got a front row ticket to one of the greatest shows on earth here. I mean, Mitch Marsh in full flight. What you want to do is support that. Get him on strike as much as possible. Take your singles on offer if that's what's about. Marsh just needs support. He is the one who's going to get Australia close. Let others finish the job if he is to perish before this total is reeled in. Carey just needs to be there with him. Decent placement out through mid-wicket, just the one.
Well, the key here for Australia is obviously not to lose the wicket. If they could still go at 7-8 runs and over without taking any risk, then what happens is that puts the pressure back on New Zealand. New Zealand then go, okay, we've got to find something here. That's what it's all about. It's all about getting to the end to try and win this game, and that's what you have to worry about. If they bat the time, bat the overs, Australia should get home from here with a run rate required of 6.5.
And what Marsh does is he buys your dot balls as a team. He buys your breathing room. You go along at 250, it means that you get bonus balls throughout where you can respect a good one like that and know you're not going to be under run rate pressure. He scampers through for the single.
Well, he's bowling well. Neesham is bowling well to Mitch Marsh. He's not giving him that pick-up length. He's not giving him that width. He's not dropping it too short. Mitch Marsh walks down the wicket to him. He's just bowling straight over the top of middle leg, over the top of middle stump, and top of the stumps. He's varying his length. He's really holding him in a pretty good pattern at the moment, Neesham.
Oh, his figures stand out, don't they? 2 for 5. Last ball of the over. First one went for just 2. This one has gone for 3. A wicket in each. And a smart way to finish. Oh, it's a wide. Thought he had got away with it, Jimmy Neesham.
Yeah, so did I. Only just, I think it was the height was the key there from the square leg umpire. Might have called that one. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, it's over his head. Yeah.
Straight on the stumps, and oh, that's a beauty. That is a beauty. Mark Chapman is having a day. He's losing them in the lights, or he's gobbling them up.
Beautifully taken from Chapman. He ran in, he saw it, then knew he had to go right. For a minute there, I might have thought he overran it. He missed the dive, but have a look at this. He ran in, he attacked the ball, and then put in the dive at the end, 2 hands on it, and you're still holding it when your elbows hit the ground. That is a good catch. That could be a match winner. And that's what you need if you want to win games against Australia. You need to be spot on. Neesham has bowled well. He's been rewarded. Great catch there from Chapman. Alex Carey's got to go. 85 for 4 Australia.
Who wants to see a big explosion?
Now only on digital. Bring the Fantastic Four home today.
Nice.
Play them off.
Gunning now!
It's a jaw-dropping spectacle.
Cut!
Hell yeah!
Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Hello, Johnny.
Jesus. I don't like when she does that. It's unsettling when people just appear.
The Fantastic Four. Buy it now, only on digital.
New best figures for Jimmy Neesham, 3 for 6. Previous best of 2 for 10. Marcus Stoinis, been here, done that. Done it again, gone back again. Knows the game inside out. New Zealand in the fight though. And they are scrapping. And they are scrapping mainly through Jimmy Neesham. Alex Carey got one, leaned back on it, and Chapman spectacular in the deep. He's taken a couple of speckies tonight.
Gee, that feels good if you're bowling and your catches like that get taken. Gives you a bit of confidence.
Drags it down. Sodi. Dispatch behind square. Well, what about your bowling plans from here, Beach? And I'm looking through the list. Henry's bowled as 3. Duffy just 2. Sears just the 1. Neesham in there. He's bowled 2, but he's hot. Do you bring him back for a third here?
I think you got to. I think you got to bowl Neesham one more because you might want to bowl him towards the death. Might bring Duffy back for a couple. I think the quicks are the key here at the moment. You know, Sears, it was expensive, but now that might be the time against Stoinis if he's on strike against the new batsman.
Duffy's a wicket taker. We know that. Front of the hand again from Sodi.
Yeah, well, I think you've got to bring Duffy back early on rather than later because he's got to bowl at least 1 or 2 overs. And if you've got a bit of pace against a new batsman, then that's the ideal time to come back now. He'll be thinking about Neesham. I think Neesham's probably got to bowl 1 more at least.
Oh, this intrigues me. Now, where's Marsh's mind at here? He's watching wickets tumble around him. Last partnership worth just 5. One before that just 18. And Marsh responsible for most of that. Does he slow things down or does he go on the attack? Pushes this. Extra cover, just the 1. Busy night. Even last season, even the season before, I remember Mark Chapman had one of those nights in the field, but tonight he's been brilliant. Even losing one in the Whites manages to save 4.
Oh, yeah, underrated good fielding in T20 cricket. I mean, you miss out with the bat, but you can save yourself, 10 or 15 runs in the field and take a couple of great catches. You've done the same thing by scoring runs.
I think BJ, it's the difference sometimes between making the team and not. I mean, if you're like for like with bat and ball, it's your fielding that's getting you in the team. There's no doubt about that for me. Because there's nowhere to hide. You can't park someone down at fine leg and say, oh, just have the night off, champ. Every fielder in the game, every ball.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, good teams can get away with it. Adam Zampa, I wouldn't say is the best fielder, but does an okay job, but you can get away with it.
But he's in the side automatically.
Yeah, correct.
Because of his bowling, yeah. Oh, again, front of the hand again from Sodi. That's the variation he's been working on, and that has just been pumped. Straight back over his head to finish the over. So Mitch Marsh, he's going to keep the fight coming. 93 for 4. 10 overs gone.
Cantina chicken bowl with that slow roasted chicken.
So what do 2 dudes do in LA for fun? Shout out to Taco Bell for being my go-to source of protein. Top.
I think he needs one too. What do you think? All right. You guys ready to fight some crime?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you go get him, all right?
At Walgreens, every flu shot is where health meets care. Walgreens.
Shooting apples. Oh! You know what'll fix that? New Fireball Blazing Apple. You know what? We should call your dad. Where's your dad? Woof. No. Are you really his father?
New Fireball Blazing Apple. Shoot it straight.
There are 61 million Marias in the world, and no 2 function the same. Some age freely, some move imperfectly, and some think
it's probably low iron.
Some can do equations in their sleep, and some can't stay awake. 61 million Marias, who all deserve answers, just as unique as they are.
Wake up! We got pain to relieve by morning. Ice, hot, lavender! New icy hot, nighttime recovery. You're so back.
Drinks break here in the Bay. Australia needs 64 more from the last 60 deliveries of this innings. And well, Mitchell Marsh, he's a big reason for that.
Where do you hold on? He's in sublime form at the moment, isn't he? 64 from 27. He got 80 odd from next to nothing in the first game. Won it for Australia. He's just got such power. Ask the question, players have just come back from drinks. Do you really need drinks after 10 overs? Surely you can go 20 overs without having a drink, needing the drinks break.
And I mean, as lovely as it is here, it's not exactly like it's a scorcher. First week of October. One thing it does give you is bowling side, the fielding side, is it just can give you that little break in momentum. Give you the time to get back together rather than being spread out all around the field. Get really clear where you're going from here and just put a little pause on the batting innings. Boom, just like that. Drinks break's done its job.
Hey, Jimmy's got 4. Hey, I think he might have got 5 last time he bowled for New Zealand as well. That's Stoinis gone. It's not Marsh. Marsh is the key here. But once again, New Zealanders getting reward for getting the ball up close to the bat. No timing. Simple catch for Bracewell. All smiles for Jimmy Neesham, the man with the golden arm at the moment. Stoinis can be so dangerous. Gone for 2. 93 for 5.
Proper shirts for life's bigger moments. For that final interview. The big pitch. Sealing deals. And for when it's time to really impress. These are proper shirt moments. And for those, there's Charles Tyrrett.
Cantina chicken bowl with that slow roasted chicken.
So what do 2 dudes do in LA for fun? Shout out to Taco Bell for being my go-to source of protein. Top.
Honey?
That's Mitchell Owen. Minute number 7 for Australia. A first look at him with bat in hand, New Zealand shores. He's out in the middle because Jimmy Neesham cannot stop taking wickets.
Scoreboard's flashing at me, you know what that means. It's a hat-trick ball. Wicket taking the final ball of his last over. Wicket take on the first ball of this over. That's 2 in a row.
Good from you. What a way to do it, sitting on 4 for 6. Go hat-trick, pick up your 5 foot, all in one hit. Oh, he's almost done it. He's done everything but Jimmy Neesham.
Oh, this was close. This could have so easily been edged back onto the stumps. Got it nice into that in-between length. The feet went nowhere. Bat went out at the ball. Suppose that inside edge was just thick enough. The pads, not the wickets.
Making it happen out in the middle is Neesham. Got the ball talking here.
It's going to be really interesting now because Marsh will know. Marsh goes here and it's all on. Marsh bats another 5 overs and it's all off.
Becomes a slightly different mindset I think you have to have now. This Australian team, they talk about just that aggression. Go after it, back yourself to just keep going. But when those are the 3 players in next, there's not a lot of career runs, not a lot of strike rate power coming in. I think that's done too much.
Quite a lot in swing here. Combination too much in the end. But I'll tell you what, that drinks break, which I was moaning about, it's certainly done a job for New Zealand. How's that swung like that? Because the seam release on that ball's got no business hooping like that. We thought he might have inside edged it, but I think he was missing leg anyway. You maybe not have a drinks break, but maybe you get a timeout. You can call a timeout at any stage in the 20 overs.
Slices that away over top of the offside. Work to do in the deep. You love the idea of a timeout, because you can just use it purely then as that momentum breaker. Chance to get together, just try and put the innings on ice for a couple of minutes.
And you only get one. You got to think about where you want to use it. Marsh just needs someone here to just combine with them a little bit. They don't need to go gangbusters, run a ball. As long as they're with Marsh, Australia will get the job done. Marsh goes, no one hangs with him. New Zealand's in this.
Slices away again, doesn't get all of it. Probably luckily so for Mitch Owen. Good over once again from Jimmy Neesham. Australia 98 for 5.
These are so good.
2 shots in one day? I think you've earned it. Get your flu shot and other vaccines from someone who cares. Walk in or schedule today. Walgreens.
What brings you to Myrtle Beach?
We're celebrating 30 years together to the day.
We're celebrating 30 days together today.
It's our first trip without the kids.
It's our first trip as a family.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The beach for any reason, any season.
Starting to get a little squeaky here now, Wanganui. That is because Jimmy Neesham has been in the wickets. 4 for 11 in his 3 overs. Do you give him his 4th?
Yeah, I do. Because I can't see this. I can't see this going to the last over, if you know what I mean, to hold him back, because he often does bowl that final over. So if he's going to be the man that wins this, I think he's got to remove the last of the recognised Australian batters here. Tim Robinson is with us, except he's just shifting positions and telling people to do this and that. Are you happy now, Tim?
Yeah, I'm here. You got me.
You in the right spot?
I bloody hope so.
Oh, very nearly carries. Tell you what, mood's changed out there. You had a drinks break. I don't know what was said, but you're back in this.
Yeah, got a rack up, eh? Now we're right into it now, eh?
Really? Got a rack up?
Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. But no, we're right in it, eh? Thanks to Jimmy.
Yeah, how good has he been today?
Oh, golden arm.
Just got to see the back of Marsh. You got a new plan?
Yeah, you're right. It'll be good to see the back of Marsh. The only thing is, I've got a feeling he's just going to milk away while the required's only just under 7s. I think he'll be quite calculated with when he takes his risks, eh?
Yeah, they're in a position here. If they bat the overs out, they win. So you've got to get wickets. Is that what was talked about?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think the wicket's still doing enough. So yeah, if we can just stick to our lengths, that top of the stump's length, then one might skew up and yeah, we'll be right back in it.
The other thing I've noticed here, Tim, is that all of a sudden these players are starting to pick out boundary riders.
Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it? It's just this T20 game's funny, isn't it? The momentum just ebbs and flows. So, if one goes up here, it'll be interesting.
You enjoy this situation, or do you find, you know, the tension, you're always out there with a knot in your stomach?
Nah, I love it. It's awesome. You always, I think if you don't want to be the guy under the catch or the guy to hit the winning runs, or then I don't think you're playing the right sport. It's just that you live for the big moments, I think.
Right out the screws that. Just one. Well, Tim, thanks for that. I hope you are the man underneath the sky in the final over to win it.
Thanks, Ricker. Me too.
102 for 5. Yeah, the Worms have come together. The only problem is that the New Zealand went flat there, didn't it, for an over. The other issue for the New Zealand Worm is there was no real inflection at the end. Australia still have wickets in the tank, you'd have to say. I really feel New Zealand need to get another wicket in the next couple of overs if they want to have any chance here.
I can't believe they've got the ball out of Jimmy Neesham's hand here. 4 for 11 in 3 overs. But it is Ben Sears for his second over today.
Yeah, this is roll of the dice here. Sears is aggressive, always bowls for wickets. He will generally keep the ball fuller as well. Maybe that man there, Bracewell, does think that this could go deep. And Neesham is one of those bowlers who does bowl in the last couple of overs in tight games. And has had success as well.
And I do joke about it, but I don't mind the decision. I actually think Ben Sears is one of your genuine wicket takers. I think when you look at this New Zealand lineup, you'd say when you need a partnership broken, he'd be one of the guys that you immediately go to. So great chance to get him back in. Oh, and that's sliced away. A little bit out of control. A great effort down on the boundary by Jacob Duffy. Pulls it back in.
I think just cut it to 2 as well. A little bit unlucky. I think he's Sodhi in again too. Or do you go to Mitchell? Sodhi hasn't had a particularly good night. 2 overs for 24. It's getting deep in the game. Conditions don't really suit the spinners. Is it Mitchell's time?
Well, you've got options. Skipper himself could always bowl.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like a spinner's evening though, does it? Maybe Mitchell with that. Let's get the ball to sit on the pitch, a little bit of sideways movement. Gosh, it's a lot to ask of him though. He hasn't bowled for a while. That was the off cutter. Did its job.
Well, that's the beauty of Daryl Mitchell. Like, he's such a competitor. You know, we heard Tim Robinson talking before. You want to be the guy. I think if there's anyone in this New Zealand team that really epitomises that, it's Daryl Mitchell. He wants to be the man. Man of the moment. Oh, and that is shaved off stump. That has done plenty. Almost ended Owen's night.
Yeah, I think with the other players, we've seen an illustration of just the form that Marsh is in at the moment, because everyone else, he's the only one in double figures as it stands right now, and he's the only one that's really found the middle of the bat.
Has he got enough on that? It's high in the night sky and it's gone all the way. Great effort up on the bank. But that is pure power from Mitch Owen.
Well, I think New Zealand is there because Owen has certainly found the middle of the bat here. This is some shot. He's just stood up and spanked it. What's he caught that? That is a beauty. Well done, son. Yeah. Claim it.
He done well off the ricochet. Tries again. That is high. Settling underneath it out of the night sky, and he's done well. Matt Henry holds on to an absolute skyer.
Not easy. Not easy at all. The Nelson's done the trick for New Zealand too. It's 1-1-1. They're taking a wicket. Slower ball, top edge. That went so high in the night sky. He only just got it as well. He only just judged it. He's holding on to that with dear life. Such an important wicket for New Zealand. They're in this game all right. They are right back in this game. Mitchell Owen has gone for 14, 111 for 6.
Still 46 needed for Australia. Xavier Bartlett to the middle. He's a better batter than that average at the moment. Hasn't had a lot of work to do so far early in his T20 international career, but he is no mug with the bat. And it will be the skipper, Michael Bracewell.
All right, big call. He's decided to go with himself. Full credit.
Oh, he's picked the gap. Mitchell Marsh, no matter what's going on around him, he just keeps picking up boundaries.
Oh, you don't need this if you're the skipper. You decided to bowl yourself rather than go back to Sodhi. He's fractionally dragged it short. Marsh placed it brilliantly.
Gives width and gets away with it, does the skipper.
Which touch and go this, wasn't it? As to whether it was a wide or not.
Look, I don't mind this decision either by the New Zealand captain. When you pick up the wicket, the big wicket, one of your last recognised batters for Australia, and it gives you the option to try get through a cheap over here. I just think Mitch Owen was just a little bit reckless for mine.
I wonder what the message was. It's actually a pretty good catch. That's skies. People expect those to be taken. They aren't easy. I wonder if the message was you have a hit from Marsh, because Marsh had just been knocking it around the last over or two. Maybe Marsh had said, look, you have a crack because you're a good hitter. You get away, and I'm quite happy just knock it around. I'll go deep in this innings. If you can whack a quick 20, 25, we win the game pretty comfortably. Maybe that was the message.
Well, it looked like it. He certainly came out with that real intent to almost be looking boundary every ball. But when we were talking to Tim Robinson, he talked about, well, it just feels like Mitchell Marsh is just going to nudge and nurdle for a little bit, keep the run rate under control, get the job done. So maybe he did want some impetus alongside him.
Big ball to get out of this over. Nicely bowled. Nicely bowled. Recovers pretty well after going for 4 first ball. 6 overs to go, 118 for 6.
39 needed from the last 36 deliveries. What will concern Australia just a touch is the fact they're now 6 down. Just feels like they need someone to hang in. Mitchell Marsh. Oh, carves it away over the top. Timing's good enough once again. Couple of bounces away for 4.
Just a fraction wide with the pace that Sears has. And the form that Marsh is in, he's just going to throw the hands at that. And then he needs to get half the bat on it. Once again, a boundary off the first ball of the over. It takes all the pressure off. Now it's down to run a ball, 35 from 35.
Play and miss this time. That is pace and lift from Sears. Yeah, it just starts to get to that really nervy time now. I think for both sides. Mitchell Marsh, it's only 35 off 34 needed. Needs a little support, you feel.
I think need to get at Sears here because that's not the line of length to be bowling to Marsh. He needs to pull that in tighter, especially with backward point up in the circle.
Oh, and again, that message has not got through as of yet. Width on offer, and Mitchell Marsh in form like this, he's not going to miss out.
But it's just a free hit. That is just straight down the strike zone for him. Just to use the pace, throw his hands through it. There's no protection back there. The protection's in front of square, or very square. Robinson out there, he had no chance. It's back to advantage Australia.
A chance in the deep, of course not. Not from the blade of Marsh. Absolutely pummeled onto the bank.
Yeah, chance on the bank, but not in the deep. Inside the field of play. He is so strong. Oh, he liked that one too. The space of 3 balls, he's taken this game away from New Zealand. Got to get him. New Zealand have to get him now.
Well, you have to think that that man there on screen, Jimmy Neesham, you've got to get the ball back in his hand pretty smartly. He's bowled 3 overs. He's got 4 for 11. Give him the opportunity. He's got 6 balls left. Can he bring about another wicket? Ben Sears, he's got the ability to make breakthroughs. Got the very dangerous Mitch Owen, but he's taken some tap this over. Nice clever batting from Marsh, takes the single. Good delivery from Ben Sears. You have to feel with this last ball, it's a little bit of a gamble here for Sears. You try and bowl your genuine wicket-taking ball. Charge in here, get up over 140 Ks, bring the stumps into play. Fifteen overs gone, 133 for 6. It seems to be the way of the series so far. My choice of the forward moment of the match, and I don't think you can go past this one. Mark Chapman in the deep, diving away to his right. Something special there to get rid of Alex Carey. Bit of brilliance, and there it is tonight's forward moment of the match.
No arguments here, Frankie Mackay. Mark Chapman, he's had a great day in the deep. And New Zealand now, well, an over ago, they thought they were very much in the game. Has Mitch Marsh done enough? 89. I'll be the first to say it. He deserves triple figures. He's been massive for this team. not just in this series. He moves to 90. Duffy with ball in hand. Another very important over here for New Zealand, BJ. Sears didn't get it right last over.
No, he didn't. He didn't execute. I mean, he had 2 out in the offside. He was bowling short and wide, and he had 3 out on the leg side. So he either needed to bring one over on the offside and protect that wide third man, or bowl a lot straighter, and he didn't do that.
Given the pace too, and we were talking off commentary, and a deep cover in place, maybe just needed to come around, square of the wicket there. And no sooner had we said that than Marsh clipped another 4 through that vacant region. So Duffy knows what it's about. He's done it before for New Zealand. He's done it clutch. It's a heavy ball. Bartlett just manages to muscle that out to Jimmy Neesham.
Well, that's the right length there from Duffy, top of the off stump. I mean, with Bartlett on strike, where you've got mid on and mid off up, which is good. I like that, because that brings in the wicket taking. If they want to try and take him over the top, then that's a bit of a risk. So just keep it in tight, top of off stump.
That's high, and that's an opportunity. There was a brief discussion, and Sodhi's put it down. What a let-off that is. It was between Daryl Mitchell and Ish Sodhi. They hesitated just enough. And Sodhi had to chase the catch. It was in and out.
Not sure he wanted that. That was a soda. That should have been taken. Oh, I mean, you're taking that every time. Didn't need to go to ground. I'm just not sure he really wanted that.
Oh, is he going to make them pay? Hasn't got all of it. That's taken. Timmy Robinson takes the catch. Another one down. Australia lose their 7th. Marsh now knows it's all on him.
Is Sodhi be happy with that? And it was a good length delivery. It was good pace. It was the shorter bouncer, off cutter. Didn't time it well. Bartlett. And all of a sudden back in the game here in New Zealand.
Seemed to me they just held a little bit, Beach. They just try to get through the shot. Xavier Bartlett departs for 134 for 7. Mitch Marsh, 90 or 45. The scorecard, 98, 7, 3, 1, 2, 14, 1. I mean, that's picking your team up and carrying them on your shoulder.
Let's have a look at the word. It was a slow ball bouncer. It went high, and it was hard to control for Bartlett. It's a long way out there, square of the field here at Bay Oval. Good catch. Should always be taken. Exactly what they needed.
Well, we said he'd done it before. He has. He had 2 bites at the cherry, didn't he, Matt Duffy? First one put down by Ish Sodhi. Second taken cleanly by Robinson. Last ball of the over. Marsh on strike. It's a full toss on the pads. He clips it away. He'll maintain the strike. And that's what he wants to do from here.
136 for 7. Well, at the end of the day, it's 21 from 24. It's less than run a ball. You don't even have to try any big shots. They just got to clip it around here, run a ball, and they'll get over the line and then put the pressure back on New Zealand. So really, it should be easy going here. Sean Abbott's very handy with the bat. They don't need to play big shots.
Neesham's back. Last over. 4 for 11. What a battle this could be. 2 best on ground here. Neesham with the ball. Marsh with the bat.
Well, at the moment, in this over here, I'd just be seeing him out and saying, you know what, take 6 off this over, doesn't matter. I wouldn't be taking any risks against Neesham. If I'm Mitch Marsh, if I see it there, yeah, I get it. But if it's not the quiet shot that you need, then I wouldn't be playing it. I'd just be seeing him out. Run rate required is less than 6 runs and over. Don't need to take any risk at all.
Well, he gets a full toss. And likely just the one it will be. Jogs through, moves to 92. Abbott now with the job too, and I'm sure they've discussed the plan here. No panic required. I think there's been some panic shots today from the Australians.
Oh, certainly, yeah.
Or maybe just too alloyed to this philosophy that it's just all out attack.
Well, you look at probably Kerry Stoinis, Mitch Owen, and even Bartlett to a lesser degree, but in that middle order, the run rate was never out of control. It was always around about 6 runs and over, so you didn't need to take those big risks.
Unless you were trying to finish the game in 15 overs. It's nicely played. It's climbing. Rush through for the first, and Marsh is happy enough. Abbott just needs to do the job. Run a ball, gets him home.
Yeah, spot on. Just hand the strike to Mitch Marsh. Neesham's in his last 4 deliveries tonight. He's bowled beautifully. He's got them back in the game, New Zealand. He's got 4 for 13. As I said at the start of the show, you don't really need to try and take him on. He's the go-to bowler for Bracewell. He wants him to pick up a wicket. If he denies him that, Mitch Marsh, then they will work closer to winning this game. Run rate's just over 5 now.
Well, he has gone after it. Marsh gets it all the way. 6 more in the bag for the skipper. He moves to 98.
Well, I didn't think that was going to carry. I thought he got that high on the bat. It's a long way out there. It just shows the strength. I reckon Mitch Marsh thought he might have been in a bit of trouble. You watch him. He looks at it. He goes, is it going to clear? Is it going to clear? Am I walking off? No. Just over the rope. Really good hit. Really good innings so far from Mitch Marsh. That is just pure strength from him.
Got width. And has pumped that down. Just the one, though. You'll go to 99. Well, there's 2 games going on here. This is best against New Zealand in T20 internationals, Marsh. There's 2 games going on here. We're watching to see if Marsh can get to triple figures. We're watching to see if Australia can find 12 more runs. Plenty of balls to do so. Oh, that is a shot. That is a shot.
Gee, that was good from Sean Abbott. He just paddled around the corner, rolled his wrist, kept it on the ground, didn't try and hit it in the air. And beautifully done. Just eased it around the corner.
Thinking required here. They just need 8. Australia, New Zealand need a wicket. And they need it now. Last ball for Jimmy Neesham. Well, that's nicely played as well. Come back for a couple. Beautifully played, Sean Abbott. He's doing the job. 17 overs gone. Neesham not happy. 151 for 7. They're 6 away from victory, Australia.
Bowled well, Jimmy Neesham. He's done tonight. 4 overs, 4 for 26. He just really got New Zealand back into this game. Some great wickets in the middle. Picked up some classy batsmen. Picked up Alex Carey. Picked up Marcus Stoinis. And he picked up Matt Short. Pick of the bowlers, no doubt. And Duffy's done well. He's come back and bowled well. 2 for 20. This is where Bracewell's got to try and crack it open.
151 for 7. Mitch Marsh already a new best in T20 internationals. He's 99 not out, and he is on strike. Jake Duffy has the ball.
Well, you've got to drop the mid off back, and he's doing that now. Yeah, I think that's just that shot's too easy for him. But Mitch Marsh, the form he's in at the moment. I still think if the ball's there, he'll probably hit it in the air. So you've got a chance of getting him out. Doesn't need to take the risk, but he's in such good form.
Long on, mid-wicket. Deep backward. That's up, it's high. Coming in for this, could be an opportunity. No, falls safely. He's going to get through for 100. He's going to come back for another. What a player, what a champion. He's done it. At his 76th attempt, Mitch Marsh goes past triple figures in a T20 international.
Great batting from the skipper. 101 not out. Wickets going down all around him. He's been in scintillating form in the last 6 months. Well appreciated by the team. He's led from the front. Take a bow. Bit of luck here. It was a top edge, but had no fine leg. Had a deep square. That was it. Bowled that delivery with only one out behind square.
Yorker attempts from Duffy. He's too good. Keeps it out. Happy with the one. Mitch Marsh, 3 required. What a player. What a player.
Oh, strike rate of 200. So you're peeling off 100 off 51 deliveries. Wickets going all around you. And you still got a strike rate of 200.
And hasn't sweated. Has never panicked. And then has a wild swing and a top edge to bring up 100. It beggars belief, this performance. It's as single-handed as it gets. On top of it, controls it, straight to Jimmy Neesham at backward point.
Yeah, he's been in good form all year. When he plays all around the world, he's got a lot of experience. He's been in the Australian setup from an early age, and really just the fruits of his labour at the moment, Mitch Marsh.
And this score will take him only 5 or 6 short of 2,000 career international runs in T20 cricket as well. It's a pretty decent milestone to go past. His mastery, and we spoke about this last stint together, BJ, his mastery of the context of a game, of understanding what is required at every point in a game, whether under pressure or not. And there is just whipped through mid-wicket.
Well, you look at the batting card, there's only one other batsman who's got double figures, and that's Mitch Owen, that's it. I mean, look, 156 chasing after New Zealand was always, they needed a bit of luck, but I think they kept themselves right back in this game. Have a look at that. I mean, 103 for him, the rest of them nothing.
He scored more than twice as many runs as the rest of the team combined.
Yep.
Fact.
That's the thing with it. When you look at that score, you know, another 20, 180 was always going to be a tough target. He's made it look easy.
66% of the runs in the game, and that is going to do it. Abbott with the winning boundary. Australia sweep the Kiwis 2-0 in the series. The Chapel Hadley remains on the other side of the Tasman. A 3-wicket victory here tonight, but really this is the game that Mitchell Marsh won. It has been a scintillating knock, his best ever, and what a time to do it. Team under pressure, New Zealand fighting hard, no panic, all composure, all class.
Oh, you're spot on there, Scotty. It was under pressure. That's exactly it. It was the class of the 100 about it. It was leading from the front. There were wickets falling all around him. I mean, at the end of the day, from New Zealand's point of view, they got themselves back in the game, but they'd appreciate the value and the skill of that innings. Even the crowd here would appreciate it as well. That is something special. He is a class act, Mitch Marsh. Gets Australia over the line. They win 2 games out of the 3. The third one was washed out, but that was just beautiful to watch.
You can but stand and admire. That's all you can do. New Zealand fighting hard. Jimmy Neesham with a great day out. 4 for 26 off his 4, 2 for 29 for Duffy. There were some good performances in there, but ultimately New Zealand just lost the moments.